Would it have been nicer and more supportive to say, we don't agree with the things he's saying and we support Ethan and Hila? Sure. Like, yeah, that would have been a nicer thing to say. Our silence means something. It means that we would like to pause this relationship until you figure your out. And then maybe we can find a moment in time, I don't know how long it'll be, but a moment in time in the future where things are a little bit easier to broach.
I don't care. I don't care anymore. Because even when we don't say something, they think we're saying something.
A big thing has occurred recently. In case you guys don't know, we've been foretelling the death of Creator Clash 3 for a couple of weeks now. I think we covered this initially when it came out, and my first thoughts on Creator Clash were like, what self-respecting content creator would get in bed with the people who couldn't do charity right the first time? Now, obviously, I get it. Lightning doesn't always strike twice,
Nicholas.
right? What are the odds the next charity event's not going to give any money to charity too, you know? You know, who knows if that's going to be the case. But like, listen, last time when we were talking about Creator Clash, we had a few different hurdles to try to explain to people why it was going to be a disaster. And again, when we were doing those spaces, me, Keemstar, I think Sam Hyde showed up in a few of them to debate with Harley. Going all the way, these are on the channel. You can check them out. We didn't know that the event was going to fail as hard as it did. We just thought the Froggy thing was kind of shitty, and we thought these people were really bad at managing it. Little did we know, it was way fucking worse. But if you go back and look at Creator Clash 2, when the people were trying to tell you there was a problem, there were always hurdles, right? So we would say, hey, they're getting these giant stipends and everyone's saying it's for charity, and I think that like the finances here are a little wonky. What's been going on over here? Well, all of the people who were involved with the event would say, it's for charity, it's for charity. You're attacking a charity event. How fucked up are you? You're going after charity. And that was like a really good deterrent, right? To criticize them in any capacity. Really? Oh, it's for charity. That was the most annoying thing I heard last year. And then Froggy Fresh, unfortunately, wasn't the perfect victim to be kicked from the card because he was associated with Sam Hyde. So then people like Denims got on stream and went, oh, they threw a Nazi off the card.
So he was just posting Nazi shit. Okay? I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how else to explain it other than he was posting Nazi shit. And I'm going to say it honestly. I'm going to say good on them for kicking him from the fight. You shouldn't have spaces that are welcoming to Nazis. So let me show you guys because I don't think people recognize like how insane this is. Are these insults? I don't know. I think the problem is that once you become a Nazi or you start aligning with Nazis, you lose any semblance of like brain cells.
Oh, wow. I'm so shocked. A Nazi was thrown off. A guy who insulted Ian's wife was kicked off the card. So while there was a lot of uproar and public support for Froggy Fresh, it didn't sway everyone because they had these little... And again, this is an important part to the whole like criticism of iDubbbz and Anisa as a whole. Obviously, there's always the straw man that's put in place. You can't be critical of Anisa Jomha because all the people who hate her are OnlyFans hating incels. All the people who hate Ian are homophobes who love the N-word. But then, eventually, I guess the walls start to cave in a little and you realize that Anisa's insufferable. It's not for charity. Ian is just not funny and terrible at making videos. These people are total scumbags. Froggy Fresh was kicked off for unceremonious fucking reasons. And now when Creator Clash 3 comes around, I feel like the shackles are off. I'm unchained, okay? Harley is the perfect victim. Harley is their most devout defender, okay? And he's in controversy right now. The guy who was showing up last year to tell us that we were being unfair has unceremoniously left the new card, okay? Oh, and the it's for charity response. Well, last year it wasn't for charity. So is it for charity this year? You can't argue with that anymore, right? Like, I'm not going to listen to that anymore. All of the burdens on explaining this to people as to why they should not give this event their money have been I'm unchained. I'm going guerrilla mode right now. And it's become more of a bipartisan issue that there's a problem here. It's easier to reach people who genuinely understand that there's a really fucked up thing happening right now. I saw this clip. I found this funny. The event organizers, a couple of weeks before they decided to tank the entire thing by going to war, literally going to war with the Israel fucking Gaza conflict. And entrenching their entire event in the Ethan Klein controversy. This is what they'd said prior to starting that fight.
I'd love to hear your thoughts for our fucking lives. We'd kill ourselves.
Oh, sorry. Well, that played out of order there. Hold on, wait. There's a reason why I said that. Sorry, my bad. I was trying to fix the audio. I'm sorry.
Love to hear your thoughts. No, I'm not going to give you our thoughts on the H3 content nuke.
Not gonna give any thoughts on the content nuke, guys. None. Zero. Zilch.
I refuse.
We don't, let me put it this way. We're very busy.
And yeah, if we let any of that enter our fucking
Guys, we have a lot to worry about. Our Creator Clash event is in a month and a half right now. We don't have time to spend an entire month starting a war with Ethan Klein that will outlive us. Honestly, I think the iDubbbz Ethan Klein war might outlast the Gaza conflict in terms of how long these people will hate each other.
Busy.
And yeah, if we let any of that enter our fucking lives, we'd kill ourselves.
Okay, so Ian's currently a flight risk. From what I'm getting here, I think things are going very badly right now. And simultaneously, while we're learning all about this, Tectone gets banned, I guess, for calling Frogan fat. Tectone said, yes, I got banned for 2 weeks for calling Frogan a fat piece of shit. I'm not sorry, to be honest, and I stand by what I said. However, going forward, I'll do my best to not bring her up again, as me bringing her up only brings her into relevancy, and I'd rather let her punishment be her own failure at being a streamer. 2-time Rising Star Award-winning streamer, by the way. Definitely not an industry plant. Anyways, I'm gonna go stream on YouTube. See y'all there. But I do think it's crazy how I got banned for 2 weeks for calling someone fat, and the things you see on a daily Hassan and Denim stream is 10,000 times worse, and they don't even get a warning anyways. You live on YouTube. Now, I gotta be honest with you, if you go through all the people who are moralizing this, like, go scroll through the average Nick DeOrio thread on any of the Snark Reddit pages, or whatever one they're actively using, okay? It's the same stuff. All these guys are like, how dare everyone go after Frogan's intrinsic traits, and then all of a sudden it's just like, Nick's a fat piece of shit, Nick's fucking this, Nick's fucking that. It's so funny to watch these hypocrites work. I posted this and I wanted to make a point of it that Twitch is actually very responsible here. I don't think people realize how mad the average user gets when they see somebody getting different treatment. So in the past, there's been controversies that are similar to this one. The porn stuff on Twitch, the softcore porn stuff. I can't make an edgy joke over there. Destiny, obviously not the perfect victim to talk about here, got banned for talking about trans sports permanently, to the point where they need like a person to come in and manually review every unban request that he sends through. Meanwhile, you've got streamers who show titties 16 times and they get like individual one-day bans or no ban at all. There's no consistency to how these things are done. And then people try to say, look, this is a gamer site or whatever. Maybe there shouldn't be as much OnlyFans promotion here. These hot tub streams are taking up the entire just chatting section. So what did Twitch do? They made all porn legal for 24 hours. It was like the purge. Instead, it was artistic nudity. So then their entire fucking website got filled with lolicon because of course it did. And then they reeled that one back really fucking quickly, right? All these Twitch policies run by like the frat boy Amazon division never make any sense at all whatsoever. Currently now they're in the politics arc. Porn arc is over. Politics arc is on, where you could just support terrorists and fucking talk about doing 9/11 recreation donation goals and bashing the shit out of veterans, which by the way, on Twitch's own terms of service or a protected class, Frogan never received any ban for that. People oftentimes equate her ban that she got for doing the panel, right? The panel thing, the Arab to Jew tier list. They equate that ban to the
for surprise stream. Hopefully we get DeOrio demon mode and some uncontrollable laughter after asking if you should leak something.
They oftentimes take the Arab to Jew tier list ban and they assume that was also for the what's it called? The one we're talking about, I guess, in current day with the veterans. It wasn't. She never even got a ban for it. So I wrote, Twitch is responsible for so much harassment inflicted on creators like Frogan. It's not even because she's untalented and her success has been inorganic. Frogan and her friends have been allowed to constantly say / do anything they want without consequence. Even a reasonable ban like the one that Tectone got will be highly scrutinized because Frogan gets endless special treatment on Twitch. By trying to protect Frogan for reasons unknown, Twitch is ironically inciting so much more harassment harassment against her indirectly, in which Tectone would respond. And to my surprise, he wrote, "I 100% deserve my ban," which I agree with. I absolutely agree. It actually went down from 2 weeks to 2 days. So I don't know if that was a manual flip or something. He said he took a course of some kind. But you know, the problem is how much other streamers like Frogan and Hassan's orbiters get away daily doing things that are arguably much worse. We want equal treatment and no special treatment. So the Frogan shit is so specifically jarring because she's not a big content creator. She's just some fucking nobody.
Hey Nick, hope you are having a good stream, my man.
Thank you.
You enjoying the Oblivion remake and Black
I haven't
Mesa?
played it yet.
Anyways, Ethan on Insta said on May 2nd he'll debate Hassan on
We're gonna
stream.
get there. Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Will you be watching?
I will.
P.S. Rob's Media is a prophet.
Nicholas,
Thank you.
The GOAT.
All right, I'm gonna mute those for the rest of the monologue now. But yeah, Frogan is a small streamer, so you wouldn't really. It gets more annoying when it's her than like Denims, who streams to like 10,000 people sometimes or whatever, or obviously Hassan, who's like one of the biggest streamers on the site. It's like you'd expect that special treatment for big streamers. You wouldn't expect it here. But Tectone, the reason why we're talking about him, again, big Frogan harasser, is claiming that iDubbbz reached out to him to fight in Creator Clash. What the fuck does that mean? I'm sorry, we had to do a little detour just to kind of give you a background knowledge as to why this would be so fucking crazy. And he could be lying, who knows, but that's just an insane turn of events if that's real. Like, the #1 Frogan harasser is now apparently being offered a spot.
So iDubbbz DM'd me, "How much do you weigh?" So I think he's gonna try to get me in Creator Clash, which, by the way, before that comes out and before that gets invited, before I get invited to that, I'm not interested. I'm good. Yeah.
Maybe iDubbbz was just going to try to call him fat or something. I don't, like, I can't imagine if that's real. Like, why would this even, wait, what?
I'm good, man. I'd rather do a fighting event that isn't run by somebody who stabs their best friend in the back. Yeah, no, I'm good, man.
So what you see here at the very least is Ian looking and putting out feelers. He reached out to Tectone, I guess, to try to get a weight. And people were asking, like, okay, Tectone is a large lad. Maybe they're really desperate and they're looking for someone to fill in. And a few other things happened that day. I think this was one of the biggest ones. While we're finding out about this Tectone might get invited thing, right? Simultaneously, Bad Empanada goes on Twitter, or if that's not his real Twitter, goes on his YouTube channel page. Regardless, they say the same thing. And calls out the head Jewish main event guy on Creator Clash 3, right? The only Jewish guy on the card gets singled out by Bad Empanada, who calls him a genocide-supporting, baby-killing rape enthusiast. And again, Bad Empanada being someone that, like, by associating with Hassan, Denims, Frogan, right? Ian is now in bed with this guy because he is their attack dog. He's the guy that, like, they're throwing up on stream and reacting to attack Ethan. So this is a fucking disaster. I put out, like, hey, iDubbbz, you have any comment for this? Because now the guy who's going to be fighting for you in a month and a half is fighting with, like, Hassan's unhinged, like, attack dog. And obviously, as we learned earlier this year, Ian and Anisa kind of stepped down from the marketing role and like the building of the event itself. And their whole job, supposedly, is they just go in and check on how the fighters are doing. They're like emotional support for the people who are fighting on the card. So this is like the only thing that they're supposed to be doing is kind of getting involved here and trying to de-escalate situations like this. That's kind of their only role on this card. So Bad Empanada and Harley start locking horns, and all of a sudden, boom! Harley's not boxing. Oh no! So Harley's off the card. And again, just to be clear, there are 3 fights that I would declare as in jeopardy until we know more information. One of them have fallen. Olympus has fallen. The main event is no more. This is currently the main event listed on the site. Harley Morenstein and LA Beast are supposedly the main event. I imagine that will change in the coming days. But and again, you guys predicted it. I didn't think they'd start dropping off so soon. I guess one of the big draws is Sapnap and Tubbo. That is probably their new main event, I had to guess. Myth is on here. Odds one out. These are going to be okay till you go down a little bit. Then you start asking questions. It's like, what do we say to Lena right now? What the fuck is Lena thinking? Obviously, Lena of the H3 podcast, AB's wife. I'm going to just say straight away, I respect Lena and her choice if she continues to fight, and I respect Lena if she decides not to fight. I think she put in a shitload of work here. I would like maybe Keemstar to step in and see if they could get her off this card and onto another card quickly so she can use that training and punch somebody in the face and not risk getting booed at H3 at like H3 Snark Clash, because that's the only people who are buying tickets to this event. She doesn't really deserve to go out there and get booed over this. Over the fucking assholes around the event. I don't think that you should call for anyone in particular to drop the event, I guess. It's up to them. They've spent tons of time working on this, and it's not her fault that iDubbbz and Anisa are assholes. But I have to imagine that she doesn't feel entirely safe right now. I don't think there's any update right now as to the status of this fight. I'm not sure if they discussed it at all in the H3 podcast yesterday, but I would say this fight's still probably in the in jeopardy tab. Yeah, I would say. Okay, and then there's this one. I don't know what's going to happen with Dad versus Jago. Dad's been in the chat a couple of times. I don't know where he is on this one. But after Harley dropping, you have to start wondering, like, all right, where are the other two going to go, you know? Because Dad has been very vocally critical as well. And it's like, was Harley dropped or was Harley kicked off the card? Is it because Harley made statements against Creator Clash? Because Dad's made statements against Creator Clash. I mean, he was a former main event guy, but we just learned that even if you're the biggest defender of the entire company, the guy who actually gives a shit about the charity aspect to this, the guy who goes on to defend the event on podcasts, the guy who lives in a fucking mobile home for months leading up to the fight to get in shape for it, and apparently that guy can get fired at like a moment's notice, or like, oh, they can let him walk. So right now, if I'm Ian and Anisa, this is what I do. I talk to Dad. I make sure everything's okay with Dad. I try to like hopefully see the status of where he is here, what he might do. And then I give Lena whatever she wants. If I'm Ian and Anisa, I realize that the minute that Lena exits this card, be it removed by them or on her own behalf, that like Ethan's unchained. You have to imagine the minute Lena's no longer in the crossfire, they're going to just start pulling up all the money last year and talking about the comedian and talking about all the other Creator Clash shit that I guarantee is going to be horrible for whatever team is associated with iDubbbz and Anisa who are trying to run this fucking event right now. I give Lena I double the salary there. Just I make sure I give her anything she asks for. Oh, you want to bring a couple more people? You want security there? That's fine. Put them on there too. Lena gets everything she wants to stay on this card, because if she, for some reason, leaves the event, I imagine it's not going to be super good for them, because 40,000 people are going to find out that they spent the cancer money on whatever Ethan streams to these days. What is it, 40 to 60,000 people? A whole lot of people are going to find out the cancer money went to like a singer and a comedian and a hotel room for a bunch of influencers who didn't fight. And then it's going to be a big problem for the rest of the event. Because unfortunately, like, we talked about this. I've talked about it on stream. We've gone over it a lot. But we're a small internet niche. And then once it kind of blows up into the mainstream, they're going to have a lot more trouble. And also, another thing that I was told here, I don't know if I have this queued up, is if the main event changes, I don't know how the language will work on this one. Supposedly now it opens up people to get refunds. But I don't know if they've actually called it the main event. So maybe that's like a fine print thing they can use to get out of it. But supposedly with Harley leaving, they now have to refund people. So here it is. Ticket refunds. Up to postponement, substitution of either participant, or cancellation of the main event or the entire program of matches. The promoter shall refund the full purchase price of a ticket to each person presenting a ticket for a refund within 30 days after the scheduled date of the event. Within 10 days of the expiration of the 30-day period, the promoter shall pay all unclaimed ticket receipts to the commission. The commission shall hold the funds for 1 year and make refunds during such a time to any person presenting a ticket for refund. Thereafter, the commission shall pay all remaining money from the ticket sale to the state treasurer for deposit. So supposedly here, they might now have to like go against the policy and offer refunds, which is weird because the way they have the charity stuff set up, it's like almost like that money's already gone. I don't know how that will be navigated in the future. It looks really simple when it's written here and screenshotted, but I don't know how the legal aspect of this goes. This is something for if you'd already purchased digital and you're an H3H3 fan and you obviously don't want to support the event anymore, this is something that you should look into. You should look to get a refund for this. And then if you want, you should take your refund money and dump it into a charity of your choice if you still want to support, charity. It's probably safer that way, just to be honest. So if you're looking into it, this is probably the resource you should be looking for. Ticket sales have nothing to do with charity, but the ticket sales are going... I'm pretty sure the ticket sales do go to charity for the event, percentage-wise of the ticket sales. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Again, Harley explained it. They changed how it went from last year to this year. So yeah. No, they don't. Well, I don't know. Viewer guy in chat says no, they don't. So if that's the case, I don't know. So Harley had given... We're actually going to check this out in a second. And why am I banned? Oh, I'm perma-banned from here. I actually checked this the other day. I got banned not for a specific post I made. I was banned individually because they saw who I was. You can go through and you can see, like on the Hassan Piker subreddit, I got banned for saying that you vote third party and Trump gets elected. It's going to be bad for Gaza, basically. And they banned me for that. But on the Ethan one, I didn't have like a specific post. So yeah, that's, to my knowledge, that's why I'm banned from there. Now, Harley Morenstein... I just kind of rubbed in some dirt, said silence means something. Clearly, we figured out exactly what the silence means. And now, Dexerto published probably the most ridiculous article I've ever seen. Has this been updated yet? Does anybody know? Is this not the most unhinged fucking article? Fans shocked after Harley's cryptic tweet. And then they post the picture and it says, "I'm not boxing." I mean, was this written by AI? How did you even come to this conclusion? This is a cryptic tweet now. Like, what can it mean? However, just an hour later, he posted 3 cryptic words that sent his followers into a flurry. "I am not boxing," he said. It's like, what does Pot of Greed do? But like, but actually, what the fuck, bro? What is going on? And then LA Beast posted about this, and this is the kind of shit I don't like to see, personally. I get it. I think I understand where he's going with this. He wrote, "I'm still boxing. Any drama or politics is not and never will be my focus. I'm zoned in and ready to fight. That is all. Have a good day." I get it. I kind of get the intent. Like, hey, I'm still doing this. I'm still fighting. But like, I don't know, kind of rubs me the wrong way with the politics stuff. It's like, whose fault is the politics? Do you think Harley just showed up and he's just like, "Hey guys, I'm a fucking huge Zionist. That's what I'm fighting for, Jews. I was fighting for kids with disabilities last year. This year, nope, I'm fighting for Jews. Yeah, no Palestinians against me because I'm fighting for Jews." If that's the case, if that's what Harley did, then like, yeah, okay, sure. But this was deleted, yeah. LAB said, where is it? He says he deleted it because he wants to clean the slate. "Focusing on moving forward and kicking the rest of my day's ass. Appreciate everyone. My last post, which I deleted, made my brain start to hurt, so I decided to clean the slate and stay focused on my family and getting the next YouTube video done." So,
what's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Yeah, the weirdest part about this whole thing, and I didn't want to stream until it came out, but they still haven't done it yet, is Creator Clash has to announce that Harley is no longer fighting. And they haven't yet, which is weird. Usually you'd expect like a Notes app, like PR person to say like, "Hey," but I think what's probably happening is they're like rushing to find a replacement fighter. So they don't announce that Harley is left. They announce that somebody else will be taking Harley's place. And if I had to guess, I imagine that's the direction they've gone in with that. Is it still on the site? Yeah, we actually just pulled it up.
What's the name of the guy?
Thank you, Bungus.
Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo.
Appreciate it.
Mr. Oreo.
I got you. I knew what you were doing. So then Ethan jumped up and said, "How's that content cop working out for you guys? Maybe Tectone will join the card." Oh. And a bunch of different posts came up. Also, the topic of Creator Clash has supposedly been banned from inside of Ian's Discord. Is Harley off Creator Clash for real? He was my favorite fighter. We are not discussing Creator Clash at this time. More info to come. Uh-oh. It's just getting worse and worse, dude. This was, so Harley had actually talked about it the morning of, and he had complained again. This is like, it's so horrible to see him like deteriorate because he is like
What's the
Creator
name of
Clash's
the
biggest
guy,
fan.
the Keemstar Orbiter?
He's been the most
Mr.
vocal
Oreo.
defender of Creator Clash for years, and now this is Harley.
Like you kind of got like, this is one thing about the Morn scenes. They got bitch made arms, like for real.
Yeah, I gotta work, dude. I gotta work.
Nicholas,
I did a vlog. I was
I wonder what Ian's silence means now.
$5, my man.
in LA, and at the beginning of my
Judge me by the symbol on my sword, not the words from my mouth.
vlog, I look like $1 million because I was dialed in. I go there. I have like Denny's, Chick-fil-A, some
That's
bullshit
Denny's.
food.
Yeah,
And dude,
you get those zesty nachos, eh?
I love Denny's. I didn't get zesty nachos. I got the maple donut holes.
All I'm going to say is if the rumors that I've heard that I cannot possibly vet, that I'm not ready to bring forward, if those rumors are true, we're only entering, like, this is probably not even the worst thing that you're going to hear about the event, if I had to guess.
You ever fuck with that? That's that new shit, bro. You ain't been there in a minute,
off
eh, dude?
UPFs, dude. I don't fuck around anymore.
Yeah, you're off.
It's a new me, man.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a little teaser,
What are we gonna eat after Creator Clash? Last time it was Denny's. It was the only thing that was open.
Apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Single ingredient items, dude. That's it.
I gotta get like a pizza delivered.
What's the name
to
of the
ring.
guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Thank you.
For me and LA Beast, perfect timing at the end of the match.
Oh, and you're doing Creator Clash?
Yeah, I'm doing Creator Clash for you.
Uh-oh, that didn't age so very well.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter. Nick Oreo.
Yeah, dude, I'm
Mr.
doing Creator
Oreo.
Clash, 100%,
Hi,
bro.
Nick always loved to catch one of our lives. Would you ever fight in something like Creator Clash? And if so, who would you want to fight?
Probably not. I would love to. I love fucking combat sports. I'm like a big UFC guy. I watch like a shitload of those pay-per-views. Not so much recently, but I think there was a span where I watched like 8 consecutive ones.
People listening that don't know, there's a lot of drama with the event again. Made a little bit weirder being the only Jewish guy on the card. There's some moves.
And again, Harley goes, dude.
I just saw.
They told me I'm like the only one bothered.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Oh, it's just you, Harley. You're the only one worried about this.
I'm not gonna say whether it was on purpose or whether,
at least according to Harley,
it was engagement farming or whatever. But iDubbbz did put up a picture of him holding a sword with what looks to be a swastika.
Is EU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
Nick der Snickerdoodle versus Bobby or Sunday.
I feel like that wouldn't work.
You could have milked that so much harder.
I feel like you
Big
guys gotta like
content
consider
strategy
weight
problems
classes
here
or
now.
something.
Well, I'll help you maximize your money, all right?
Creator Clash's strongest soldier is no longer its strongest soldier. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
I hope another person does a content creator boxing thing that isn't Ian or Anisa a few years from now.
Dude, hot take. I don't think that they should do these events anymore. I don't think people care about them.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5.
Now that this event
man.
is in fire, why do we need another Creator Clash? Like, is there anybody who's like, holy shit, dude, I need to watch another YouTube boxing event? It's like, oh, Jake Paul's fighting that night. Dude, if it wasn't for Creator Clash, I wouldn't even be talking about Jake Paul's fight at all. I feel like this is like 3 years too late, dude. Nobody cares anymore.
I do believe it's a Buddhist
Looks exactly
symbol.
like a swastika.
Yeah.
Oh no, bro.
You know the Buddhist symbol?
Yeah. Well, you're gonna do this argument with me now?
No, I'm not. I was just saying,
This is
I was
a
gonna say,
classic.
could you imagine wearing a T-shirt with that Buddhist symbol on it?
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Again, people argue with me about this the whole time or whatever. Oh no, dude, it's not fucking swastika, it's the fucking anime thing. It's like, dude, you know what this is? I'm so tired of people being safe edgy. I feel like it was bait. I feel like they did this on purpose. They put it on the screen so that like when Ethan eventually goes, holy shit, they're holding the swastika sword. It's like, bro, do you even watch fucking, what is it, Bleach? Do you even watch fucking Bleach, bro? It's fucking anime, dude. It's a fucking manji, dude. It means fucking peace, dude. Peace in the Middle East, my guy. That's why I'm wearing the Palestine thing right next to it. I think it was just like a safe, edgy meme they did to try to trigger Ethan, and it's backfired in their face. I legitimately don't think it's an accident. I think that was the intended result.
Symbol?
Yeah, you're gonna do this argument with me now?
No, I'm not. I was just saying,
this is
I was
a
gonna say,
classic.
could you imagine wearing a t-shirt with that?
Because I think what they were going for is like, aha, I got you. You don't know anime. But then everyone was like, nah, bro, you fucking did that on purpose and it backfired. You know, like that probably could have flew if people weren't less like angry. But people were like, nah, bro, I fucking see what you're doing right there. And it backfired.
A symbol on it?
no, definitely not.
How would people take that?
Yeah, it's interesting to see.
Yeah, there's no way you can't grab the sword and not see what very much looks like a swastika.
Yeah, dude, there's no way you could pick up the sword and not see that it looks like a swastika, dude.
Yeah, there's no way you can't grab the sword and not see what very much looks like a swastika on it.
No,
yeah, but in the game of the internet, that's the move, right? You do
of
that.
course,
You definitely grab the swastika sword.
I mean, not me, but yeah.
Well, that's why you're not getting views, bro.
That's fine. I don't need views. I'm not looking for
We
views.
kind of do.
I like
it feels like they were like, hey guys, I'm gonna be super safe edgy, and then instead of being safe edgy, it turned into being real edgy, and instead of being real edgy, it turned into destroying a charity event. Like literally picking up that sword, like there's the little domino, and the big domino is Creator Clash now doesn't have a main event fight a month and a half from like the actual date that it's gonna be done in.
The community we've built.
I wish you would. Yeah, me too. I love it, but I wish you would push the swastika a little bit, bro.
Oh, you want me to bring it back?
It's like fucking Spider-Man. It's like Ian's wounds came from his own swastika sword. And like, why didn't you tell me this in the first 2 episodes? Like literally Spider-Man 3, dude. Spider-Man 3. Why didn't you tell me this way sooner? What the fuck? I spent 2 movies talking about it.
Bring it back to the forefront of our content.
Well, I was thinking
huge symbolism. I think we should bring the Megan DeVito sword back.
What do you mean back? It's never there.
Okay.
We should definitely find one. I don't think
find one. Yeah.
That sword's from an anime in Bleach, called Bleach, that has the swastika sword.
Admittedly, not an anime guy over here. I'm just gonna tell you, I was too busy touching grass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and you know what? Everyone's really impressed that you never watched anime. Yeah.
Don't need to be impressed either. It's fine.
Well, I'll tell you something.
Anime's mid. Get mad at me.
Yeah.
I don't like VTubers either.
I don't think it.
Dude, I'm sorry. Can I do a little fucking segue here? Bro, I watched apparently the saddest shit ever happen in VTuber land. Okay, this girl was crying, and I don't even know the fucking nature of this drama. So I might be like crazy out of pocket here. This might be a grooming story. We might actually be proving the snarkers right today. I need to just stop you. Someone tried to deliver like a fucking sad speech on their fucking stream, and it's just gigantic jiggling VTuber anime boob while they're doing it. Like this woman is sobbing right now with gigantic VTube titty cam on the screen.
I couldn't understand it. We had been through.
This is so unserious. I don't even know what happened. I refuse to read it.
Offline and online. And
they have jiggle physics and she's crying.
There is nothing more confusing and more painful than seeing.
Okay, sorry. This little segue. I apologize. We're going back. We're back.
Ichigo ever had a Megan DeVito sword in Bleach, so I don't.
It's like the average Denim's response stream. It literally matches the intensity of whatever. Like,
if we gotta make one, it's gonna have to be custom.
Denim's is literally an IRL VTuber because nobody's there for the content.
Okay. Let me call my guys.
You got a sword guy?
Just a tuber at that point, yeah.
Sword guy.
Really,
don't try and break into my house. You get sliced and diced.
Loki, Donnie's our sword guy.
That's true. Donnie is the sword guy. Yeah, we need him, and we need someone who can work with metals.
Like, imagine if I was sobbing on screen and my Wiggler is just flailing his fucking arms around, where I'm like, oh no, dude, it's like a worst day of my life, and the fucking Wiggler's just got a little fucking stupid face on. That wouldn't work, dude. I would remove the Wiggler from the screen. All right. So yeah, that was the stuff that Harley had said. This came out just before he dropped out. And then I saw the official, is this official? What is this? I don't know if it's official. There's a Creator Clash subreddit that's updated for Creator Clash 3 coming soon. It's where they talk about the event. I imagine there's not like a ton of commentary here. It might even be a hate subreddit at this point. I don't know. No, it's a hate subreddit. I lied. What is the point? Oh, these are out. I saw Creator Clash predictions, and I figured it would be like the event fails, no money goes to charity, but then somebody actually like predicted it. Share this video to save Creator Clash from bombing.
Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. just got announced, and it already has more hype and promotion the day it got announced compared to Creator Clash 3, which was announced 2 months ago. A lot of people don't even know that Creator Clash 3 is even happening because of the lack of promotion. A lot of people don't even know most of the—
Bro, this guy took it upon himself to promote the event when half the people on the card couldn't make a video, dude. This kid stepped up. Shout out to this kid. He cares more than the fighters. What the fuck, dude? So I saw this came up. Where is it? Yeah, RIP Creator Clash. Did Ian and Anisa change their names? Because they're the only one at fault for Creator Clash's performance. iDubbbz needs to step into the ring. The only chance the event has for him is to fight Sam Hyde. Oh no, the poor fucking loser iDubbbz can't scam more people. What are we gonna do? Making your event all about Israel-Palestine drama and siding with terrorist supporters when your headliner is Jewish is such an interesting business decision. I think most business schools should probably advocate for not doing that. And again, like, it's crazy because they handed off like the business aspect of this to another company, according to Harley. And then now they fucked up the other side. Like, last year was a total business failure. And now this year, they're like, all right, we're going to be the public relations people. But they forgot they're both insufferable idiots. And then they drove the event into shit anyway. They've made the job harder for the business people who are supposedly running it. Guys, can we address the real issue? Let's not forget that Anisa is like 50% Irish. So she knows a little something about discrimination. Let's stop anti-Irishism. Holy fuck. So the YouTube drama thread came up and a lot of people were talking about Harley dropping out. Oh, hi, that's me. Wasn't Creator Clash 2 a massive disaster, dude? Yes, it was.
And you know what else is massive?
Yes. Oh, God. Yeah, $250,000 in losses, in fact. I can't, dude. I need to go back and find these clips. Wait, does anybody have it? There's like a clip that exists of Anisa complaining about like us in particular, I think, right? Saying that like, oh, dude, I think one of the guys on Twitter has it. I need to find that clip for next stream. I don't even know where I'd look. There was so much crazy shit said after Creator Clash 2. Now, one of the things that if you guys don't know this, I mentioned this in a previous stream, our group chat had leaked, right? Like my group chat with Keemstar, I think Mudahar was in it, Optimus, Bo Blacks, Augie. It was our group chat, and the guy Salvo had gotten in there and downloaded everything and posted it online. And you know who was responding within like an hour of these leaks going public? Anisa, because she had watched all of it. So she jumped in Keemstar's DMs and said, like, I saw all the stuff you wrote about Creator Clash. This is, I don't read the YouTube comments anymore, like, sought out our group chat leaks just to, like, DM Keem angrily, like a fucking, like, to talk to the manager about how we didn't like her fucking event or whatever in private. It was crazy. Ian is literally Rachel Ziegler. I feel like they're both Ziegling out, dude. Both of them are Ziegling out right now. Yeah. I don't know why they're so embarrassing. I don't know why they care so much. They don't even care. Dude, they don't care about their event's promotion, but they care when people don't like the event. Like, oh, you know the easiest way to not lose money is to keep promoting it and cancel a few galas. It's not our fault that you're a terrible businesswoman. As much as I enjoyed Creator Clash, doing a third one is not the best idea. I mean, the second one wasn't even that great of an idea. You just jump out when you're successful. Oh, wow, that worked. That's great. That was like an anomaly. Let's move on to the next thing. At this point, give the money straight to charity or just pirate it. By the way, that was a comment that I read, legal department. I didn't say that. No way a cent is heading there from the event. I feel like there still will be money from this event that is sent there because I think they insured that. I think they'll lose money before the charities don't see any money, right? Isn't that how Harley explained it? As someone who's going to the event floor seats, I'm curious to see how the event goes. Can we do a Creator Clash seat check? How many seats have sold from the last stream? Ticketmaster Creator Clash. This isn't gonna like show my social or anything, right? That'd be a real shame. Emily Arena, Creator Clash, see ticket. How many tickets? Oh, wait, I hate StubHub. Can I get Ticketmaster? There we go. Why does StubHub always pop up first? Do they like pay for that to be in my recommended? Okay, so Creator Clash is here. And yeah, let's just let's jump in. Okay, how do we get out of here? How do you get the whole seat view? Okay, that's what I wanted. Oh man. All right, that's not good. Yeah, that doesn't look very different than the last time. People were saying that like I was using old photos or whatever. I wasn't. They did remove these sections. These sections used to be purchasable, but then they lowered the price of these tickets now. How much are these? Like if I click this guy right here. How much is like a ringside seat right now? Which are still available, by the way. $698. What are these? These are like... That's $50? This is $50? $57 to sit here. That's not good. So I guess all the floor seats are like the big money ones, right? 100. Yeah, the only way you could spend over $100 at this event seemingly is to buy a floor seat. You want to be in this section? Not one single seat has sold from this section. Dude, you can bring all of your friends, dude, and it only costs you. Oh, it's obstructed view seating, so you definitely don't want to be there. You want to sit in the obstructed seating, I guess. Again, these are great seats that are just sitting here. And some of these are like given away or whatever, like they're reserved seating. I know this section was pretty empty from the very beginning. I'm not sure if it's this one or these, but some of these sections were reserved seating. That's why they appear to be sold out. And obviously, the only ones you can buy in the upper bowl are still the resale tickets. They're basically just begging you to buy these for $40. There's resale seats up here and resale seats down here. I'm not really sure what's going to happen if you spent your money to go sit in these upper seats, because you still have your ticket. You just can't, like you're just going to be sitting next to nobody because they're not even allowing people to buy seats next to you. Reserve seating still has to be paid for. Yeah. They lowered the price of the back seats $25 before taking them offline. Is that true? The archive stuff for this is probably crazy. Yo, thank you so much, Pop. Do you have monkeypox? Perp.
No.
I just butchered your name. Did your girlfriend
use
use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. Why are you still here?
Instead of buying tickets to Creator Clash 3, I pay my tithe to Pope Wiggler.
Yeah, so this is a complete fucking disaster. We're going to check out some of the Frogan stuff now. But that's kind of really it. People are saying, oh, Nick's going to do an emergency stream, but all there really is to say is that Ian ruined it. Like, Ian has blown up his fucking event. They now have to recover with a month and a half left, find a new main event, or move the Tubbo Sapnap one up, and then put LA Beast against somebody else. What they lost with Harley is like the heart and soul of an event that is so desperately needing someone to care about it. It's extremely sad to watch them burn that guy.
The goat. Thank you for the $5.
I don't know if you've, like, just to take off a little segue here, like, can we go back in time and watch how hard Harley fought? He 1v15'd people, basically. You might not have seen this, but he called to, like, 1v me, Sam Hyde, Keemstar. Like, he just kept calling into shit. What is this? No. Yeah, this one. Harley and Sam Hyde.
It's like you can't connect 6 simple dots. So let's go one at a time, and then we can refute each one at a time, even though 0.3 refutes 0.1. But yeah, sure, let's go through it if we want.
On Nicholas DeOrio.
Like everyone's acting surprised. You disrespect the owner of the event. You got removed.
Well, I mean, I'm shocked. I can tell you, I'm absolutely shocked.
Like, dude, Ian and Anisa did not fight for this event. Harley fought for this event.
I'm shocked because
maybe if they did, it wouldn't have been such a shit show.
Real quick before this continues, if someone doesn't have a YouTube channel, please do not say their first and last name on here. They're just real people with real jobs. They're not in the weirdo YouTube world like we are. don't say their first and last name.
Okay. Anyhow, I'm shocked. You said don't act shocked. I'm shocked. I think the internet is shocked when, these jokes, and we've seen these jokes and these tweets be made, and the reaction was to kick him off the card because we're talking about iDubbbz.
Do you want the context? Because that will clarify why that occurred.
Like, he took on Froggy head on.
After Sam retweeted that I was going to Providence to train, Ian called me 15 minutes later. I was getting out of the shower.
Were you surprised that Ian called?
Hey. No, I wasn't.
Yeah, because I told you. You knew that there was beef between them. That I told you.
No, I knew that. I wasn't surprised because you said we weren't allowed to work with Sam.
Wrong, lie. You read the text message wrong. That's a lie.
No,
yeah, that's a lie.
You said you couldn't work on anything with Sam. It's not a lie.
Sam. I'm allowed to train with him. By contract, you could train with whoever you want.
Again,
and there's also this is probably the last thing we're going to check out right now, is that in the wake of this whole thing happening, Harley was also fighting with like the Froggy Tonic moron under a bad empanada tweet, no less. Like, this is so deranged that it has come to this. Post abhorrent genocide, baby killing, rape supporting tweets by Harley. I will make a compilation video with crisp SEO to make sure his reputation is irreparably damaged. Now, again, we never know if this bad empanada account is the real bad empanada or whatever. I don't care. He's saying all the same shit in his YouTube community tab. We're going to go with the fact that it's him. Good company you keep, bud. Harley, that's insanely rich or insanely delusional, while you've kept company with neo-Nazis and what, nega-nationalists? Did I just get caught? Did I say a slur? I don't know what that word even means. I might have just said a slur. While tiptoeing in public, appearance of centrism, you align with Zionists as if you were defending Judaism, when in fact, inherently colonialist and anti-Semitic to do so. You had a moniker moment right
What's
there.
the name
Holy
of the
shit,
guy
don't review that.
Keemstar Orbiter?
Don't review
Nick
that.
Oreo.
So then Harley
Oreo.
came down and dropped his fucking cock on the table and said, back when you followed me and engaged with my tweets, despite you knowing everything you're claiming about me right now. That's pretty funny and telling of how you're just a virtue signaling, shit disturbing, attention starved little soldier boy riding a trend. It's a very case by case thing. Ghost of Tsushima is huge, very story driven. Yeah, so just like, you knew all this stuff about me, you knew everything about who I was, and then you came out here and now you're talking about this.
There's a KFC.
That's the angle. I still appreciated
Here's your
you.
back row ticket money, Nick.
Thank you. That's the angle. I still appreciated you before I knew that you kept in touch with questionable people. As far as I'm concerned, you were trained by, Quebeckies for CC2, a Quebecian. I guess Sam Hyde's from Canada. Then I unfollowed you mid to early 2024, and then this deleted interaction. And that's Rich Man. Defended you as being good at the core. I treated you in good faith, but you were so quick to shit on my neck for whatever reason. The trend? Dude, nobody's trending to shit on fucking Froggy Tonic, bro. Who the fuck is Froggy Tonic, dude? The big trend to go after him.
I miss when iDubbbz would purposely destroy other people's events instead of accidentally destroying
His own, yeah, I know. Damn, bro, you're still pissed about that? I thought you even got invited to the dinner. I was never pissed in the first place. It was a great weekend, and you should know. I'm pointing to the hollowness and performative nature of what you say. What about the stand-up comic saying something, and the people who made the comment about how sick you looked? Also, you got invited to dinner. So sick. Love the good dinner invitation, you little C-word. So he's, like, fighting with him, dude. It's so insane. But yeah, a fake Froggy Tonic reached out to me and said, are you celebrating the failure of a charity event? And my answer is an overwhelming, yeah. Yeah, I am. I absolutely fucking am. Because a failure of this charity event will save everybody a lot of time. It should have failed last year. If it failed last year, a whole lot of money wouldn't have gone to comedians and flying Frogan out to the red carpet. And it might have actually had gone to charity. So yeah, I am standing at the top of the fucking Empire State Building right now, screaming out to my audience, do not buy tickets to this event. I cannot be more explicit with my position on this. Do not support this event. So I wanted to check this out too, because Frogan is kind of laced all throughout this discussion. AB actually responded to Frogan's weird friendship segment that had like no real purpose in her video, and I was interested to see what was actually said about it, because I haven't watched that part yet.
Gives Ethan any type of pushback, the button is pushed.
That's not true.
And he wants to say that I'm surrounded by yes men.
So where we are here, if you didn't see today's VOD or whatever, Frogan goes and plays a clip where the button was pressed and then she just makes assumptions about what was said. I think this is like a losing strategy. Well, whenever Ethan gets criticized, the button is set. You don't know what the fuck was said privately, and like they can just kind of lie about it. So I don't know why you'd hinge an argument in like a 12-minute video about stuff that you don't actually know. It seems like a losing argument, but again, that's kind of what they say here.
Girl, you watch the show. I know you still watch. His staff that are part of the show.
True. She was, quote, before all this, according to Hassan and her, my biggest fan.
I mean, honestly, I believe her, and I believe, you know, her desire to want to say outrageous things on the internet to be funny or whatever probably is derived from watching you for years. Like,
oh, she learned it from me.
To an extent, probably. I mean, if we take her
virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
Can't wait for them to blame us for their failed event. Also, hey, Saint Nick, baby angel.
Oh, fuck, I was muted. Oh my God, I'm so mad at myself. That was real, Hila. Thank you so much. But yeah, I just going off of what you said there, they are absolutely going to blame you 100% because they can't take accountability for anything that they've said. I think last time this happened, it was about the, it was blamed on like the pirates, the piracy. Like, arg, we're going to come fucking steal your event. Do we have that real quick? They said like a whole bunch of different shit while they were talking about why the first event failed. It's not like, oh, hey, by the way, we had a horrible financial mismanagement here. It's because, you know, that one thing that affects all live events, we had no protection for it. And like some random number of streams were done that could have gone to charity. It's going to be this time it's Ethan Klein and the Zionist movement that takes them out. But the previous time, it was like the pirates.
Broadcasting, the hotel, travel, all that sort of stuff. Once that's all paid off, then we can start paying the charities. Unfortunately, we didn't even reach the break-even point.
Where do these numbers come from? This is my first question to iDubbbz when this starts getting brought up again. Where do these numbers come from?
Complicated. Amongst the 800 pirated streaming sites, there were between 1.3 and 3 million viewers. So even though there were around 50,000 pay-per-view buys, there were around 1.3 to 3 million viewers, people who actually watched the full broadcast.
Thank you for
and
the $5, my
that's a little bit reassuring. You know, it makes me feel like, okay, people maybe do want to watch this. They just didn't, you know, they just...
Yeah, I apologize for being muted. You missed my whole reaction to me checking to see if it was actually... and it is definitely the real account. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Couldn't afford it or just didn't want to support what I had going on. If it's 1 or 2 steps to pirate it, but it's 3 or 4 steps to stream it legitimately,
thank you for the $5,
people are going to take the pirating option every time.
Yeah, so they specifically came out here and said the pay-per-view buys... were around 1.3.
Pay-per-view buys, there were around 1.3 to 3 million viewers, people who actually watched the full broadcast.
No.
How do they know that?
Why would
Where are they getting that?
Googling
so they're saying that 1.5 million people watched the broadcast, but 50,000 were pay-per-view, right? How could they possibly know any reasonable number of like, because people are watching this in like Discord servers, dude. Maybe there were some pirated sites, but like, I don't know where you could get the metric to find out how many people watch the event live through pirated means.
You kind of stirred the pot a little bit with the piracy, the online streamers. They want to come after you and give this thing away. So, any regret? It kind of maybe stirring the pot a little bit.
I'm glad you asked me about that because we got one. We got him. We're watching this guy right now. All you have to do is turn it on Saturday, and we got you, fucker. I can't wait. Turn it on Saturday, streamers, and see what happens.
It's just like, it has to be like a made up number. Maybe they're only calculating some of these weird sites, but even then that would be like underselling it. Because most people who pirate this event were probably watching it through Discord, if you had to guess. But yeah, they constantly said it had something to do with like pay-per-view sales in being like thwarted by the ARG pirates across the fucking Red Sea.
Cop, she said that you were like an inspiration for her to like get into making content and everything.
It doesn't look like a good inspiration.
She was your fan. My 2 guests at the second Creator Clash were Frogan and Jake Doolittle.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for
No
the $5,
way,
my
dude.
man.
I feel so bad for AB if I haven't said that enough, dude. Everybody, dude, you know what who AB is? He's like, if you watch my podcast, I have Vega on the stream, and I always I always tell him, like, dude, every person that you're friends with, I get into a fight with them eventually. Like, he's just good natured. He wants to be friends with these people, and then Jake Doolittle goes fucking crazy. I can empathize with that. All my friends have gone fucking unhinged. Ball Blacks, Tipster. Okay, they just go one at a time, right? Jake Doolittle and Frogan for AB. I can empathize.
Wait, your guess was what?
My 2 guest passes went to Jake Doolittle and Frogan.
Jake Doolittle?
Oh,
it's so cursed. What a cursed lineup.
Yeah.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5.
All right, guys, chat. If you were at, like, the commentary lunch table, right? And you're walking past these different routes, would you sit with Bo Blacks and Tipster, or would you sit with Jake Doolittle and Frogan? Okay? You have to sit with one of these groups. All other seats in the cafeteria are taken. Where do you put down your lunch and eat with them? Like, which one do you go to?
Holy shit, that's so funny.
Yeah, I was watching a behind the scenes the other day from the second creator clash, and you see me hugging both of them in that video.
Well, thanks, Jake. You know, I would. The last thing I ever
Dude,
want to do
Tipster stock is so up right now. Don't talk to Alex Gekmo. He's a liar.
is alienate a fan, okay? You've seen our sub count. We need every single one we can, okay? This
Sure.
you know what I mean? Each one of you is a treasured gem in my life.
Jake asked me, obviously, so I gave it to him because he took photos of me the first time.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy.
Yeah, and then Frogan.
Well, fuck.
We just always try to help each other out, you know, from our background.
No,
We were all chill with Frogan up
friends
until
yeah.
this all fell apart.
Yeah, no, everything.
This is so fucked now because AB is forced to talk about his friendship with Frogan because she, like, inserted it into the end of the video. That was the most jarring thing to watch. Here's my friendship with AB. This is what I wrote him. Look at it. It's like, look how empathetic I am now that I'm showing the entire audience.
Oh no!
It's extremely weird.
It's unanimous.
Oh, I mean, there's nothing.
Who fucking
What's
who?
the
Nothing
name
wrong
of
with that at all. Everyone was friends back
Orbiter,
then.
Nick Oreo.
And honestly, that's
Mr.
I mean,
Oreo.
a little bit of a spoiler I had in the video, but that's like I personally, Frogan has been nothing but nice to me, except
Except like right now when you like injected me into this controversy. Yeah.
Frogan has been nothing but nice to me, except making this a thing in the first place. I wish she would have, as a friend, kind of just not made it public. Her tweet about Ethan, if she had a situation, because that is my boss. And so that already puts me in an awkward situation. But even so, I still said it on the air that that's my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I made it
you
acknowledge.
stood by her for a while.
I still did. And then, just recently, I said that we had a disagreement. I didn't want to say it, but she ended up showing the message anyways.
Yeah.
But I just didn't respond to her because, and maybe it's not intentional, but it's just like I'm being a chess piece used by everyone.
This is so sad, but he played it right. And I'm surprised that he did. Not because any negative thing toward AB, but you kind of got to get burned a few times before you realize that your friendship with a YouTuber ends before you even know it ended. At some point, it's not worth it.
Frogan.
Thank you for the 5 gifted as well. At some point, there comes a time when the friendship is unsalvageable and anything you say can or will be used against you, and sometimes it's just not worth finding out. There are controversies these days that I could totally derail some of this if I reached into DMs or whatever and I chatted with people in private, but I find that it's easier these days for people I'm casual with and I'm not super close with to just not talk to them anymore. Because if I try to fix something or I try to tell somebody, hey, this bothered me or this was annoying, it might be more harmful to me to do that because I haven't realized that this interaction actually ended already. Dude, being having YouTube friends in general is very difficult and not real friendship at all whatsoever. So AB made the right call here because, as it turns out, Frogan made this. Oh, hey, AB, here's some fucking advice. Here's some nice words. I'm speaking from my heart here. And it was a chess piece for her video in the future. And she just flinged it up on screen and told everybody about like the deep interpersonal parts of her friendship with him. And it's just fucked. It's fucked up to see it happen.
And it doesn't feel good coming from a friend. And maybe she wasn't doing that, but when she would say stuff on her streams like, oh no, me and AB, we're fine, we're cool. She should know that people are going to use that against me to cause more problems for me. And it just became too much. So, you know,
you've been nothing but classy throughout this whole thing, dude.
It's weird the way they've tried to use them too. It's like, dude, Dan disagrees. Have you seen like the thumbnail where it's like Dan disagrees with Ethan's stance on the fucking content cop or something? I think they showed it to Dan. He's like, what are you talking about? Right? They tried to like flip AB at first. And when that didn't work, they started calling him a house Arab. And then some of them called him a house slave. Yeah, we're still friendly. And then like Frogan pulls out the friendship card here. And just the content cop in general saying that like Ethan abuses his fucking staff members, just desperately hoping one of them will flip. It seems like a real loser's game to try to flip people when you don't have any, you don't have any contact with anybody on the inside. You're just kind of hoping they go with you. Like this is their, maybe it's like a snarkism where they delude themselves into thinking that the people who work for Ethan are looking to get out so badly. They just need that extra push or something.
Yourself.
Show more class than I think the vast majority of people would in your situation. Don't envy you.
More than me. More class than me.
more class than me, dude.
I got no class. I have very little class. I've got no class.
That's fair. You had to have somebody tie your tie for you this morning.
And who was it?
The classiest guy in the office.
It's true.
Yeah, and then you were right because I mean she did ultimately end up showing the screenshots, so not wrong. For your intuition on that one.
For the crew gives Ethan any type of pushback, the button is pushed, and he wants to say that
anyone that is remotely familiar with the show knows how laughably absurd that is.
I mean, they use the button as like a satire tactic at points too. And again, yeah, that's so stupid because Dan constantly, and we said this the last time we were watching it, Dan constantly corrects Ethan and tries to course correct when he thinks that Ethan's going too far on any given thing. Dan is like a helper in a way that he protects the show. Yeah, this is such an insane criticism.
And people can never criticize me when he doesn't allow his staff that are part of the show to give him any critique or pushback whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna respond to that other than to just say that people who watch this show know how laughably absurd that is. It's just, it's silliness. Stop it, Frogan. You're being silly and ignorant.
During the live show today, some of the crew defended me, and I appreciate it so much. And during this episode, AB mentioned that the most recent time we talked, him and I had a disagreement.
People are saying stop being friends with her. You guys don't know fucking shit. I have not talked to her in forever. And the last time we did talk, we had a disagreement. Like we where is this coming from? Like I don't.
By the way, you were very kind about how you described it too. You're like it was a disagreement. You didn't say what she said or what she,
Yeah,
because her message was really fucked up in my opinion.
Oddly enough, it was about a clip of me being taken out of context, what she's arguing half this video. Like, I just was defending what she actually meant to you guys. Like, I would hope that she would not.
It's such a shitty game because, like, obviously the H3H3 fans are also probably something that's bothering AB in this case because you're getting pushback from both sides, like disavow Frogan, and then like on the other side, it's like. But that's the problem when Frogan does stuff like this. It stokes the flames further because it incites the conversation, right? You can't win on this one. You either have to like say nothing, disavow your friend, or go with your friend, which can then harm your other dude. It's rocking a hard place. See, there's no winning in this situation.
Clip of me and think I would actually say something. She talks about the clip of me saying that I'm trying to block pro-Palestinians from my.
And you go look on H3 Snark, my favorite post. I don't even know where I can find it. It's somewhere on my Twitter. It's like we're declaring war on Ethan's employees, and it's just like a picture of all of them. Like, do you think those people would be appeased if AB went back and criticized Ethan and left the show and did a why I'm leaving the fucking... No, they wouldn't be happy then either. It's a means to an end.
Oh, yes.
I would hope that she would have the same grace and be like, clearly this is taken out of context. So yeah,
It's all a mess, bro.
Yeah.
Everything's so messy. You're the only one with clean hands. I'm being dead serious. You've been nothing but classy this whole time.
Thanks. I know how to tie a tie. Stan, that is.
You said me too?
I said I know how to tie a tie. Yeah, you too.
I'm just kidding. Now I'm trying to get you in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. He did not say.
Oh God.
This disagreement was a DM I sent him, which stated, "Hey,
She's so funny for
Dude,
sure.
it's so funny. I can't get over this. Hey, this is my personal friendship stuff that we're now going to talk about in front of thousands of people because I'm making a response to Ethan and I need to inject this dialogue into my video."
Showing this because it makes her look psycho. But
Oh boy, I haven't seen.
I wanted to
this
reach out
either.
privately because responding publicly and adding to the dog pile doesn't feel right.
Hey, I wanted to reach out privately. I'm going to read this in my video eventually, but I wanted to give you like a head start to like kneel down and kiss the ring.
I understand that people often overlook how tough the job market is, and I get that working for Ethan puts you in a complicated position. That said,
By the way, I think this whole job market thing is pretty like patronizing.
Like AB, if you sit down right now and lick the floor that I walk on, I'll consider I'll consider not showing this in my upcoming YouTube video. Dude, this is where like the point you're past the point of friendship. Anything you say will and can be used against you.
It's like, what do you know about the job market? And also implying that like AB's just, he's like dying for a paycheck. And
Yeah, that's another part of this whole thing. This whole drama is just people who've never worked a regular job in their lifetime criticizing people who work a job. That's another part of this whole thing. What is Frogan's fucking job experience? When Ian was like, this is like the most hostile podcast work environment I've ever seen. I'm like, dude, this guy could never survive in a grocery store. It's actually crazy. Like, you know when content creators start talking about money and stuff and they turn around and they go, like, you know, a YouTuber's been successful for too long and they say something like, $80 for Mario Kart's fine. I could pay $80 for Mario Kart. Is it really a big deal? And then the people in their audience go like, yeah, it's a fucking big deal. You've been privileged just a little bit too long if you think that like $80 for Mario Kart is super reasonable. This is the work conversation. Anybody who's working an actual job right now, watching the iDubbbz Content Cop, hearing one singular disagreement and going, that's a toxic work environment, they're just rolling their eyes. Like, listen, Ian, I love you. You've been doing even fans of him have to kind of come to this conclusion that he has no idea what a toxic work environment even is.
it's clearly the only reason why he'd stay here.
that I think
Also, what does she know? Has she ever had a job that's not entailing begging people for money on Twitch?
I do not know.
Well, why not? I don't think so, actually. Though.
And Frogan's lucky. She didn't even have to earn an audience. Like, even as a Twitch streamer, she's not even doing the bare minimum.
Do I know that for sure? No.
Push people over the edge was a clip of you baiting pro-Palestinian people and blocking them. The criticism you're receiving is largely because people believe you're better than that and don't subscribe to Ethan's views. I know you've been vocal about Palestine, but I think it's important to explicitly clarify that you don't share his beliefs and that you stand on your own. Ethan is not worth the bullshit you have to deal with working for him. Honestly, there have been...
Dude, you don't know anything about this
very
office.
presumptuous.
Yeah, like
it's literally kiss the ring. It's the same thing with the fucking veterans defense. It's like, guys, fuck veterans. I hope they get PTSD, except for the ones that sit down and lick the floor up and say exactly what I say and like pledge allegiance to me. Okay, those guys, they're allowed to not have PTSD. All right. AB, you could be on the right side of history. You just got to get up here and disavow your boss. Say that that Israel doesn't have a right to exist. There's still time for you on the ship right now. You know, we're leaving Earth or whatever. There's still time for you to come be part of future society or whatever. We're gonna take you out of the commentary camps, AB. Okay, you still have a chance to be part of the regime.
You gotta say, and I'm saying this even now. I'm saying this with love. I have nothing to prove. I have not wanted to prove my Arabness since I was in middle school. I know who I am. I know what I've done. I don't need to prove to anyone. Whatever.
Yeah, good.
You know what I mean? Like I've done and I continue to do what I will always do, which is advocate for the people of Palestine. I don't need to prove to people that does nothing for the cause. So I have no need.
I'll say it right now. Again, I don't know how fucking controversial you think this is. If you've seen this clip on my channel already, you've seen it somewhere else. I legitimately believe that if Frogan and Hassan Piker had their ideal society, I feel like they would line us up against a wall. That's my position on this. Listen to the way he talks about anyone who's ever supported Israel and tell me right now, if you don't agree with what I'm saying.
Like this,
ignorant of the facts I am. I don't research this shit.
I think like this will never happen, but in a totally just world, any kind of, regardless of your background, any kind of Zionist tendency should be treated in the same way as being a rabid neo-Nazi. And you shouldn't even let someone be the local dog catcher as Felix was posting if they've ever exhibited any sort of positive feelings about the state of Israel.
Any positive feelings about the state of Israel, okay, you should be unemployable. This guy would line me up against a wall. So take that into consideration when you're hearing Frogan's plea to AB.
I know a lot of people do. I don't.
There it is. AB. Based. Take. AB. Off camera. Rear.
I wanted to approach
Mike
you
from
directly.
PA, by the way, who called you a house slave.
I think that was bad empanada.
I think they both did.
He kind of said I was an embarrassment to my own.
No, he said the Twitch appropriate version of that. House Arab.
Yeah, he said you're an embarrassment to your own people. Yeah.
Like even seeing that photo of him in Millhouse, like I mean, obviously I don't agree with Millhouse, but at the end of the day, he's Lebanese. He's gone through stuff in Lebanon. I whatever.
Yeah, it's on a completely different level than Mike from fucking PA.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah. Well, he's at least fucking Lebanese.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
talk about that.
And at least he had some. Again, he, like Frogan, was not pushing like the CPS bullshit.
Nope. And I'm grateful to Millhouse for that. That was a really good episode of Simpsons. Yeah, I thought it was good. The bare minimum, which is basically all I wanted from Ian, by the way. So this dude in Lebanon who hates my guts, who gets giddy when he sees Israelis running in terror, is...
All right, we can jump to the little Millhouse bit here, right? I want to get back to AB.
So it's like we're literally cousins. Not literally, but I don't know
Okay,
AB's motivations or what he feels.
I was about to say not literally. But
Yeah,
she beat me to the punch.
Is everyone in Dearborn cousins? I guess it's not
sort of a...
Kind of. It is kind of like that.
Everyone knows everyone.
It's a kinship.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, she lived in this. It's just gonna. I'm doxing from the past now. She used to live in the same neighborhood as my cousin Tim, so there's that connection.
Dude, oh my god, you can't even keep you're not even safe from the people you met in real life. That's another aspect of the whole YouTube game.
Yeah,
neighbors.
It's so fucked how internet friendship it's oh god.
Yeah, I wish I could have responded to that message and just responded sincerely. But again, it's like I have fear that whatever I said is going to be used.
Not unfounded.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the outside at this point. So I am just...
I'm on the outside at this point, guys. As I say to my fucking audience of thousands who are going to watch this video.
Giving my perspective from somebody on the outside. I will say the invalid points of criticism towards AB is trying to question him as an Arab, which is completely fucked up and wrong. Nobody should do that, you know?
Wow, means a lot right now, doesn't it? Hey, after all this is said and done, I really appreciate you coming out here. I don't know. I'm not going to speak for AB here, but it's a little fucking late, don't you think?
Hey, it is valid to criticize him for...
I guess now is as good a time as any, but...
Still working for Ethan and being silent for as long as he was.
So, by the way, I think it's a little contradictory to be like, nobody should judge him for being how Arab he is, but also like he works for a Zionist, and as an Arab,
I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't hear this justification from anybody who's like promoting bad empanada. I'm sorry. Like, maybe I pass the savings on to the people who platform him. But if you're platforming bad empanada and you're engaging with these people and talking about their shit and promoting each other and part of the clout orgy of fucking Hassan's little group, I really don't think you have a leg to stand on here at all.
it's kind of like he should know better.
Well, don't put words in her mouth. She didn't say that last part.
I'm inferring.
Yeah, well, it's not... come on.
I do appreciate...
She was inferring earlier what was said behind a button screen. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I'm not inferring. I'm saying what she said. I'm literally saying...
Papa Gut, would you kiss bad empanada? I feel like if I open your Twitter, I already have.
What she said.
Okay.
She's like, I know what happened to off camera. I don't know.
I do.
Not my place to say, ultimately.
I appreciate the little jab at Mike from PA. That part.
Wait, she jabbed Mike?
That's what she's talking about when people questioning my Arabness.
Oh, I don't think it's just him. There's a lot of fucking assholes.
I mean, there's only one I responded to about that, but yeah, maybe.
Right.
I'd like to think it was to Mike.
No, he's got a good point because AB actually did engage
with him. Whenever AB started streaming on Twitch, I was the first person to raid him, and I even helped him with...
Bro, Avalanche, thank you for the 10 raid, dude. 10 viewers. There we go.
Whenever he asked me for advice on what to stream.
No
AB has
way.
also-
I'm sure she was a huge.
She did. I don't want to take that away from her. She really did.
Dude, she raided in and brought all the people who'd go on to go and say that they're going to fucking kill him and that they're going to come for his fucking family or whatever. It's all Hassan's fans. So, like, all the fucking viewers that she brought over would go on to be the people harassing him.
My number is like doubled after.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
She was very helpful.
There it is.
Again, AB has class, unlike some people in this room.
If only she could give herself that same advice, AB.
Well, I got the H3 backing. That helps.
Yeah, but, like, AB, I mean, she's got the Hassan backing and it's not working. Dude, I'm sorry. We're looking at the most AstroTurf streamer ever. Zero talent, absolutely horrible at everything she fucking does. Her only clips that go viral are ones where people are like reposting this shit to bash her. Okay? She gets the content boost. I think Denim's went up to 10K that day. She went up to 1K. She can't even hold as a waiting room channel. They put her face on the front of Twitch. You had to literally click around her to watch what you actually wanted after her fucking October 7th tweets. Right? I don't know, dude. I think you're doing just fine. Don't sell yourself short.
I used to. No, I'm kidding.
Me in many ways as well.
Yeah, she's literally Casey Tron, but without the original successful career. It's like just post-career Casey Tron, where she's just mad on Twitter all day.
It's coming back. It's becoming useful again, potentially. We'll see.
Like, she did a speed run. She's at the, like, no longer relevant part from the very beginning.
We'll see.
We're so back.
Yeah, there was a time when it wasn't like wearing a Nazi flair or something.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get back there, guys. Hold strong. Keep the faith.
AB included me in an H3 episode talking about why people should visit Dearborn. Here's a screenshot. It's from like 2023, I believe. He was also super supportive whenever I was nominated and won the stream.
Wow, this is super awesome shit to say, Frogan. Why didn't you say it to him privately? Or this is so weird.
Right. And
oh god, this clip too, bro.
award goes to
This is Frogan's one moment, all right? Her iconic singular moment.
Chala.
Frogan.
I'm never gonna forget they said her name wrong. Like, this is the peak of her career, and they called her Frogan. Like Frogan Magnum Condom.
You guys see my t-shirt?
What does it say?
Frogan better win or we riot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice to support your friend, and I think it's great, you know? Obviously, this was a different time.
What is the point of this video? Is it just to, like, make the audience go after, like, to insert AB into the discussion for 3 days so he gets shit? I legitimately don't understand why you are posturing as, like, this former friend of AB at the end of this video that's a response to Ethan.
To be quite honest, like, watching this clip back made me really sad because of basically the outcome of what this has become.
Maybe you shouldn't make bloodthirsty tweets after a massacre. Like, oh no, it's the accountability for my own actions.
You know what I mean?
She goes, because of the outcome of what's become, which, by the way, I am nothing to do with. It's completely Ethan's fault. Yeah, it is sad. It's sad. A lot of this whole thing has just been sad. Okay, there's nothing good about it.
Yeah.
And I have nothing but love for AB and Lena, and I wish them the best. And maybe in the future we can be friends again.
Why are you telling this to me? I feel like I hacked your computer. Why am I hearing this personal fucking, like, what is happening, bro?
And to be honest,
I feel dirty for having this leaked audio that she's decided to post publicly to her account. This is so fucking insincere in a YouTube video.
AB and Lena, and I wish them the best. And maybe in the future we can be friends again, to be honest.
Before she moved out here, I remember us talking and she was nervous about it. And I said, at the end of the day, you'll have me and Lena, like worst comes to worst.
What is this, like emotional manipulation now? Oh, you'll always have us.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
Thank you.
It just hit the fucking fan. Yeah. Before.
And to those who.
No, Hellbent, do not make a hijab wiggler. I don't think I can get away with that one. I am the Pope now. I've been anointed by my favorite Jewish streamers.
You are constantly defending me and having my back. I appreciate you and thank you so much.
I really like you.
You know, during a time like this, it feels like the damage has been done physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. But
okay, all right.
you know, after a year and a half of harassment, it feels very calming that people are actually finally on my side. It's
Guys, one in the chat right now if you're on Frogan's side. We're 7,000 friends and family strong. One in the chat if you're siding with Frogan on this conflict. Never mind the fact that our concurrent viewers are essentially her entire channel subscriber base, but I'm seeing a whole lot of 2s. I think you guys have clicked the wrong button.
I mean, if you say so.
I mean, I'm sure there are some. There's some.
Yeah, there are some. There's some.
I'm gonna go crazy. It doesn't work. Yeah, I imagine the numbers are probably bad, but that's... please, God, someone tell all the big YouTubers that the dislike extension is basically made up metrics. I'm not going to do the rant again. I told myself I wouldn't do the rant again.
For sure.
Yeah.
She's got a few.
They're out there.
It's on Twitter. Go look at the tweet.
Whoops.
been a nightmare for me.
Nicholas!
On a more positive note,
Wait, hold on.
here calming that people are actually finally on my side. It's been a nightmare for me.
It's such a weird thing too, because like finally on my side, right after you've already like cried saying my career might be over this week. I'm getting whiplash from emotion here.
On a more positive note, here are some of my favorite pictures taken at the shoot of the
Guys, I lost my friendship with AB, but ladies and gentlemen, I've got new friends. Yes, you believe that? I made new friends, guys. Holy shit, dude. Yay.
Content cop bit. Of course, I got to see Kaya. I love her to death.
Strategy problems here, Nick.
Kind of a tough one here,
Every
right?
time I see this woman, she is a jump
She's saying
She
how
looks
great
like
her
the female
participation
version of
was in a
Baba
video explicitly promoting and sweeping my harassers.
Well, and just this specific, like choosing to end it on, and here's my favorite photo.
You don't understand, Ethan. Look at the dog, Ethan. The dog is on the screen. The dog is cute, Ethan. You will forget everything that's happened in this drama. The dog is cute. There it is, chat. The dog is cute.
Promoting and sweeping my harassers.
This is like the T. Martin dog in real time.
Well,
oh, buddy, I don't know how we're going to make this video.
Just this specific, like choosing to end it on, and here's my favorite photo collage from the part where we Fortnite danced and flipped off Ethan.
Yeah.
It kind of undercuts we took an empathetic tone message.
Dude, you know what Frogan is? Frogan is the mostly peaceful protests of YouTube. You know when they're like, oh, mostly peaceful protests, and then you just see like
the guy,
everything's on fire. It's like the meme
Nick
from Twitter.
Oreo.
That's what this
Mr.
is.
Oreo.
A little bit, right?
Frogan blamed H3 on the hate, as if her veteran clip wasn't so viral that Boomer X accounts who don't know what Twitch is reported on it.
True. Thank you for hitting the goal, by the way.
Bodies this statement in the realest way. She knows not what she does. That's God said that.
I got you.
I think God said that, right?
I don't. Maybe Jesus said that? Yeah, Jesus. Well, he is God.
He's
to Christians, so okay.
He's God.
I guess, right.
Here are a couple
Are you
pictures.
Christian now?
I might be being born again.
Really?
I'm a newborn.
You're newborn.
Yeah.
To Ethan, if you're watching this for some reason,
I love it. For some reason.
It's a
The video titled "My Response to Ethan Klein." What do you mean for some reason?
It's like she already knows she's irrelevant to the point where like maybe he'll just ignore it.
Like, I don't know why you'd be watching this other than to harass me. Seriously?
death. And here are a couple pictures. To Ethan, if you're watching this for some reason, my message to you is that, you know, you and I have different worldviews, and you and I have different ideas for what is the best way to help people. And
yeah, I mean, yours is okay. I'm not going to be mean. I'm going to let it go. I'm going to let it slide. I'm wearing a tie today.
There you go.
You know, while I appreciate the spirit of your advocacy, I think it's misguided.
What's the name of the guy, Keemstar Orbiter? Nick
What is
Oreo.
misguided
Mr.
advocacy?
Oreo.
This is just fucking word salad, dude. He literally agrees with you on like 80% of it. He just thinks that Israel has a right to
I just
exist.
saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas.
I'm just so
DeOrio.
confused. Like, what are you talking about? Ethan, you should be advocating for more women and children to get massacred in the Middle East. That's your problem. We would still be friends with you, Ethan.
After all of this,
that would be a very different
Yeah, it's concern trolling. It's so annoying. This whole thing is like a huge concern troll. Just say what you really mean. Just say fuck him, dude. I would respect it more.
That was the criticism.
That's an interesting.
That's at least something that you.
Yeah, guys, we can agree to disagree on genocide. Like, no.
I can start there.
Right.
You can start there.
Okay. Well, maybe a little crack in the door open there.
No. It ends bad.
Okay.
You've made my life hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you have made your life hell because you're a moron. How could Frogan blame anybody but herself when all of these controversies start with something literally she said?
After all of this, you've made my life hell.
I mean, please, the lack of self-awareness is unreal. You just shouted out the Content Cop video you participated in, and I'm the one making your life hell. Please don't ever forget, as long as this goes on, that I've never done anything but respond to you. I started for me quietly, respectfully unfollowing you. Okay? But you couldn't handle that, and this is how this all started.
Wake up.
I have not harassed you. I have not targeted you. I don't hate you because you're Muslim or because you wear a hijab. You say horrible things. You are...
Like, the thing is, I feel like I can talk about this and be like a total asshole about it because I completely did the opposite of Frogan when I was the one being called out on the fucking H3 podcast. Like, I'm sorry. Dude, no, Ethan, you can't talk about me. I've just been lobbing uncontested shots at you for months. Oh no, my small fucking YouTube channel, dude. I've literally been on I've been on this side. I've been on this side of his fucking
What does
streams.
he being a lesbian have to do with Palestine?
I don't know, bro. But I like, it's so fucking pathetic to watch these little worms fucking wiggle.
Careless. You are thoughtless. You are mean-spirited.
I will say that.
And you have to grapple with that reality. You know.
You've made my life fucking hell. But at the end of the day, what I said at the end of the Content Cop still stands. I wish you the best.
I don't care. It's like I don't care.
Oh my
like
God,
I'm not even like I'm not at the point where it's like I will never forgive her. Like with Ian, like iDubbbz.
Like, why would you even care? Forgive her? In a week, you're probably never gonna remember her again. Like, to forgive her, you have to have like a place in your mind where Frogan exists. But like, if Frogan stopped tweeting crazy shit, I legitimately think the best thing for Frogan would have been getting banned for like 48 hours a couple of times when she said stupid shit and had like the ability to figure that, like, navigate that correctly. And then she'd probably would have learned her lesson by now. But because Twitch doesn't ban her for anything and just subjects her to the harassment that people have vitriol for the site.
I just saw Keffel's
and Frogan is getting some of that
Nicholas DeOrio.
because of the way they choose to moderate her. But in reality, if she got a couple of bans, she probably would have learned how to like engage with content on twitch.tv and then it wouldn't have been an issue anymore. I think that if she got banned a couple times, we would never have even like known who she was. She would have fallen off completely. Like, she wouldn't be here right now.
If he was like, maybe in a year, he's like, that was all wrong.
Maybe in a year. Like, I don't expect to hear from Frogan in a year. Unless she just like continues doing this.
Apologize, whatever. I'd be like, go fuck yourself forever. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, she's the Twitch equivalent of a spoiled child, you know? Everybody gets these lessons when they come up, but the spoiled child who gets everything from their parents and is never told no at any point in their life turns into a complete asshole. She's literally Twitch's spoiled child.
But if someone like Frogan was like, wanted to have an actual conversation, like, I would forgive her. Totally.
You are a very, very petty person, but I have also seen it demonstrated many times that you are also quick to forgive people.
I do want to jump ahead to the Tectone thing. Hassan caught in 4K. That's about the debate. We're gonna check out the debate this weekend. Supposedly that will be I think 12 o'clock Western. Is that like 3 Eastern on Friday? I will try to be here for that, but I don't know currently how that's gonna go. Let me see. Right here, Tectone.
The fucking.
Oh, right.
Oh, he was
yeah,
unbanned?
this morning.
He had been banned
I
for
thought he
doing
got banned
that
for a week. It was just one day.
I'm not sure.
The shit he said
It's
and
12:30 Pacific. Oh shit! So it is middle of the day.
posted about Frogan
Very
over the past
nasty,
years is
very
like
mean.
insanely nasty shit.
Yeah.
Worse than anyone I've seen. If this is true, absolutely mind blowing, insane shit.
Hold on, it's not worse than anything you've seen.
He was unbanned after 48 hours.
How could it be worse
apparently.
than anything you've seen?
Worse than. Okay, literally no. I guess
He was
not.
very nasty.
He
well, I'm just saying, people like fucking want to like get lay down and fucking like.
Yeah, if you look at through this whole situation, there are like, I don't know. I think Tectone is like vitriolic, but like groypers that I see who are doing the whole Palestine thing are writing like insane shit. And then like some of the fucking bad empanada tanky lefties are also writing like insane shit. But there's like a whole lot of murder stuff under the tweets right now. I don't know. Just go scroll through my replies, dude. Some of that shit is insane.
Specifically against Frogan.
But like he called her fat, right, and ugly, which is horrifically mean.
Like I go in my replies and it's literally like, I'm coming to kill you at your home. Like
I get called a fucking baby killer.
Talking specifically about
that's way
Frogan.
worse than being called fat and ugly, in my opinion.
Sure.
Not yelling at you.
I imagine, just to be clear, I imagine she's also getting those comments too. But like,
I
don't really understand what
there's a lot of vitriol being thrown in a lot of different directions right
But
now.
not-
the point is that you're trying to make.
Because
though.
I get frustrated when everybody's like trying to defend
hold
her
on,
so
hold on.
much. It's like she's the ultimate victim of online harassment.
It's not.
It's,
I'm
just,
pointing out
it's just
how-
not. It's like people are nasty to her.
I'm pointing out how weird it is for iDubbbz to
That's why
reach
I
out
said
to him
that.
specifically. That's why I'm saying that.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
comparing. It's in a vacuum. I'm not comparing.
Now, do we think Tectone's just fucking lying about this? Is that like, dude? I wish he would just post the message if he's gonna leak it.
to anyone else.
I'm getting triggered. It's my fault.
Hey, Buckley, hope you're doing well.
Calm your old ass down. Yeah.
Yeah. but your point, which is correct, is that he's friends with Frogan. He featured Frogan, and I'll say, is probably her biggest harasser. He's the dude most dedicated to like fucking with her.
Yeah.
And being really nasty to her. Yeah. I think he's telling the truth, frankly, because it's just so weird to lie about. It's so easily disprovable.
Right. I mean, I guess.
All right. We're gonna do Mike from PA now, but before we go there, I have one more thing that I want to point out. So obviously, the debate is happening this week. I don't know. Is this the one? Yeah, Ethan asked Hassan to come on the show this Friday. I think that if you're going to be doing this, you should be doing it as a drinking game, okay? And every time Hassan Piker says the word destiny, you drink.
Nicholas,
actually,
the goat.
Hold
I
on.
appreciate that.
My lawyer, Nick Ricada, just snorted a line and said that I shouldn't give anyone... No, okay, you shouldn't do that. You should not do that. Apparently, people could die. I didn't even think about it. So don't do that, all right? Maybe just do like a little counter. Maybe write it down. Be a fun game with you and your friends. When you hear the word destiny uttered in the Ethan Hassan debate, okay? Just jot it down. Do not do a drinking game. Yeah, deadly results, dude. But I disavow any challenges associated with this. I discourage all participation from that. Yeah, and any like minute long. Well, because what I think it's gonna be for the most part is it's probably gonna be like the Willy one.
Nicholas,
let me go pull this
goat.
up really fast.
Thank you for the $5.
Is this
my
like
man.
a clipped thing? Debate. Yeah.
On that note, here is the Willie Mac Show. What's up, Willie Mac Show?
Hey, what's up, Hassan?
Have you seen
not
this?
Not much. So I am not very familiar with what you do, but
And he immediately starts like, oh, I'm not really sure what's going on here. I haven't seen any of your videos. I'm not going to watch any of your stuff. When obviously, you know, he's like informed about all of this shit. There's like a whole... does anyone have the clip of all the times he pretends he doesn't know who I am and then just defames me publicly on his streams? Like, his fans just repeat that I'm a fucking Nazi because he said it one time.
believe you've done a couple videos about how dog
Yeah,
shit
did
I
you-
am, I think,
did you
right?
watch
You want
them?
to turn on your camera, by the way?
I mean, I'm recording. I don't think I can at the same time.
Okay. All right. Well, that's unfortunate, but all right. So you
Did you watch the videos?
No, of course not. I have a policy of not.
What the fuck? A dog just jumped up and started talking to my Wiggler. Did you see that shit? Totally organically, bro.
Watching
This dog just showed up next to my Wiggler.
videos such as that one specifically because it will frustrate me, and then I will have
You
to
want to
respond
debate
to
about
it.
a video you didn't even watch?
Why? Yeah, of course. You made.
Dude, it's such a fucking mindfuck, dude. We're watching the debate in the future. Yeah, of course I want to debate you on a video I've never seen before. Oh my god, dude. I forgot about that.
Made the video. I'm
I mean,
not
that-
like debating a random person about a video I didn't watch. You made the fucking video, so let's hear.
I know, but
what
that
your
kind of like
gripes
that kind of
are.
links up to like my big criticism with you is that you don't actually put in the bare minimum effort to research anything before you jump to conclusions. That's why
so-
your tweet when you're like, "Hey, I want to debate Willie."
Do you really consider me watching a fucking dumbass YouTube video
Yes.
from a drama farming channel to be doing research?
It's like, well, yeah, why are you engaged? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. All right. Future Nick is pointing out that this guy sat there and watched like 50 bad empanada Ethan Klein takedown. Anybody makes a video going over the content nuke, he watches that shit on stream during the coverage. He stops his like genocide for profit content where he sits here and goes, oh wow, it's really sad what's happening over there in Palestine, right? Let's just watch one more bad empanada video about all the shit that's going on, and maybe a couple of those kids will have a place to sleep tonight. We just watch one more bad empanada video they can eat. He sits there and watches drama content all the fucking time.
I don't need to
Yes,
do
if
research
this is what you're
on a
talking
video.
about. You're going into a topic you don't know anything about.
Brother, just
Immediately-
give
but
me
you
what
didn't
you
even
want to
watch it.
say. Give me what you want to say. The video's about me, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
sure,
fucking
sure.
talk to me about what the fucking points of the video are, and let's discuss it. The fuck do you mean?
My main
Why
criticism.
would I have to research a video about myself? Like, oh,
'cause it
man, I
plays
can't
right
believe
into my
I have to.
criticism
I
of
have
you.
to
It's like,
watch.
I have no doubt you didn't
I have
watch
to watch a fucking dumbass talk shit for 25 minutes and jerk off like all the fucking talking points that I've heard about myself over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Incredibly stupid. Give me the fucking takes.
And then you gotta hammer him because, like, the audience hasn't heard them. He keeps saying this, oh, I've heard everything you've ever said about me. Yeah, but your audience hasn't, and they're just, like, preemptively armed to say, oh, this is a Destiny talking point, ignore this, don't show this, don't play this on my fucking stream.
And we'll talk about it. Okay, go on.
Yeah. My take is that you have a pattern of behavior where breaking news happens. You jump to wild conclusions, talking way too confidently.
Okay,
You
give me an
demonize
example.
everyone who
Pause.
disagrees with
Example.
you.
Give me an example.
All right,
Are you going to talk
example.
about? Okay.
There was reports that Ukraine was going to be invaded by Russia. You confidently said no, it wasn't, despite all the reports. Then Russia invades. And then instead of apologizing and correcting the story, you then
Wait, I didn't apologize and correct the story?
You justify the invasion.
Wait,
right?
I didn't apologize and correct the story?
Let me finish
Wait,
my.
Wait, hold on.
I love that. And you justified the invasion. Wait, I didn't apologize for being wrong. It's like, wait a minute. I feel like there's a more important facet to this conversation that you're jumping into right now.
No, this is
This is
important.
the pattern of behavior. This
Because
is
you
what my
said
video's
you.
about.
Wait. Hold on.
And he does the Destiny thing immediately. Oh, now I'm doing it. Fuck. Whoa. Wait.
You're the one who doesn't do his research because I did apologize and I did correct the record. You just didn't
apologized,
fucking
but
see
then
it.
You kind of walked it back too. It's
Wait,
in
no.
the video.
And now we're having a dialogue about a clip and a disagreement, but the audience doesn't get to see that. It's just Hassan saying, no, I didn't do that. No, I didn't do that. That's what happens when you don't watch the video. You don't show them the context to it. It's such a fucking weaselly way, literally a weaselly way to argue with people.
Very clearly apologize for it. You didn't see that because all you do is look at fucking clip chits.
It's in the video. It's in one of my videos.
So why did you
didn't-
just now bring it
So
up as though I've
fucking
never
lucky.
apologized?
Oh, this is so like Hassan. And then the worst part is when people call you out.
Why
on
did you
it,
just bring that up as
claim-
I
you
never
claim
apologized
it's all
then?
out of context. when
Why
it's
did you
not.
just say I never apologized
Just like you
for
did
it
with
when I
Dylan
did?
Burns, right? You claim that's all out of context.
Why did you say I never apologized? Why did you just say
because
I never
you then
apologized?
justify more. You then make more outrageous claims.
I'm sorry.
apologize with
Why
your
did you
outrageous
say
claims.
I never?
Oh my god, dude. This is going to be unwatchable on Friday. It is absolutely... This is going to be horrible. This is your future, chat. We're going to be back here in a couple of days. All right, this is what you're going to be watching.
Or apologize if I did, and you just repeated after I said, no, I did apologize. You moved the goalpost. You moved the goalpost, and you tried to...
How do you move the goalpost if you interrupt him making his argument? You stopped him in the middle of the argument and then said when he finished that he moved the goalpost.
Can act like I was just backtracking.
I didn't move the goalpost. This is how you lose a trans debate to the football player's son. Okay, who the fuck was that again? I always forget his name. The trans debate that he had with the guy whose dad was like a football player running for Congress, Christian Walker. This is how he lost to Christian Walker.
Oh, dude, this is exactly my criticism.
You did. Stop saying this is exactly my criticism. Okay, but if your criticism is...
Yeah, Herschel Walker's son. His own comments were like, dude, I think that you lost that one. He's like, I know infinitely more about the fucking trans community than you do. Okay, I'm a Twitch streamer. I am a cis male Twitch streamer. I know way more about trans issues than you do. Stupid.
Apologies
I've
in
never
there.
willingly watched Hassan's content. Thank you for reminding why again.
This is the only time you can watch it without him pausing every 3 seconds.
Okay,
you just didn't watch it, so you're just making shit up right now. That's what you're doing.
No, I'm going off of what you're saying.
Because you didn't watch the video because you don't research anything, which is the whole criticism.
Why would I watch a fucking stupid video that you made when I'm talking to you because the video is about me? You said with your words that I didn't actually apologize.
It's because you're a coward. It's because you're a coward. You can't engage with this content.
You're saying I did with your words that I did.
Hassan is a debate bro for anybody who isn't knowledgeable on politics. But whenever he has to go up against somebody who actually knows what they're talking about, okay, and like could actually engage back with him, then it's just like, nah, no chance. I'm not going to talk to that guy. But if like the Too Mads of the world pop up, I think he didn't actually debate Too Mad, but it's like if the Willies of the world show up, okay, oh yeah, hop on stream, dude. Let's talk about it.
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna talk over me when I'm giving you the answer.
No.
I'm giving you a very straightforward answer. I did do that.
Okay.
I did cover your apology.
So you said I did apologize, but it wasn't good enough for you. Is that what you're saying?
And I showed you apologizing.
And now Willie is forced to explain the video. So he has to try to explain the context of the video. And in the chat right now, obviously the pro Hassan chat's not going to like Willie, but this whole point's dead. He's already lost the whole argument based solely off the fact that nobody in there knows what the fuck he's talking about.
Keemstar Orbiter, Nick DeOrio.
For making
your...
And they're just referring back to one sentence that he said in an 8-hour live stream from 2 weeks ago. That's no way to engage with a debate.
Completely, like fairly baseless claims, jumping to conclusions, and then you followed that up by making more baseless claims, jumping to conclusions.
Okay, go on. What are the baseless claims that I made that I jumped to conclusions on, even though you originally said...
So the shout out.
Here's the thing that happens here. You know when we have people on these conversations on YouTube, people always get mad at me, Nick, you didn't go hard enough in the beginning. The way that you bring people on these conversations is you let them talk. For the first half of the conversation, you kind of court the conversation through, and you get them saying as much as humanly possible so the next guy who goes over it has something to cover on their stream, and then they can do like the hard research and find out what was actually said. That's how you typically do a YouTube interview. When somebody comes on who's a potentially hostile guest, you don't want to come and like tie them up on the first the first question they have, right? Because if you do that, like there's no natural conversation. You're not going to get much information out of them. All you're going to do is successfully chase them off your stream. When you're a loser who's trying to debate fucking random people on Twitter and you don't want them to talk, what you do is you tie them up on every argument so they rage quit the stream and you could just tell everybody you won. That's the tactic. The tactic is to just fucking brute force whatever inconsistency you can draw from and latch onto it until Willie gets mad and goes home. That's the debate argument here that he's going for.
I said that Russia would never invade Ukraine, which is true. I did say that because I did think that it would be an unimaginably stupid decision for Russia, okay, which I claimed would...
Because that's a win. If Willie leaves the stream, that's it. You've won.
Would be impossible to occupy Ukraine, a country with 44 million people whose entire national independence movement...
Because you have to realize that every sentence that comes out of Willie's mouth could be a Hail Mary that you're not expecting. So the faster that you can lock in on one subject and then just do it over and over and over and over and over until he leaves, the better outcome that you'll have if you're the person who's trying not to actually talk about it.
Has revolved around literally trying to escape from Russia for the most part, regardless of the Russian-speaking population in the Eastern Front. Okay. Having said that, however,
this has nothing to do with what I said, though. This is all just random nonsense.
Yeah, because you're a fucking scumlord.
No, dude, this has nothing to do with the argument that I'm making. Oh, yeah? Because you're a scumbag, dude. Because you're an asshole, and you don't even know what I'm arguing. Because I don't even know what you're arguing.
Drama farmer.
Hey, you're actually not addressing my argument. Yeah, because you're a piece of shit, dude. Why would I care what you have to say?
It doesn't have anything to do with anything. Because the specifics don't matter to you.
The specifics do matter.
Well, if they do, then when I describe...
All right, here, I got another one. Let's do this one.
So now Willie's just like, this point's lost.
The goat.
I'm right, but I can't even engage with it because he's just being bad faith. Let's move on to the next argument.
There's an entire YouTube video called "I Was Wrong About Ukraine." Like, there's literally...
and in that same video, you make more claims about...
Like what?
If I remember, I mean, this is a year...
And now Willie's trying to move off, and he's like, no, we're still arguing this. We're staying here in my safe space. Desperately trying to cling Willie back.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm guessing
Like what?
You didn't watch that either.
Like what?
Yeah, these guys are trying to claim moral superiority over drama farmers when he's a reaction streamer. Joseph Buckley just said, yeah, like, dude, I'm sorry. I've said this multiple times. Politics streamers who do fucking react content all day, who occasionally delve into drama, are literally indistinguishable from the shit that I'm doing right now.
$5,
You're just making drama for people an age gap like 2 to 3 years older than the one that I'm talking to. It's the same shit. You guys watch fucking debates, you watch critical videos, you talk shit about other content creators, but you guys get to make money off of fucking genocide. I guess you're passing those savings on to me now. I don't know. Like, yeah, you guys get to pretend you're better people. Well, you do the exact same thing I do every fucking night.
But of course I didn't watch it.
So
why would I watch a fucking drama farmer who has no understanding of geopolitical conflict?
You're the one who asked for this debate, and now you're all confused and butthurt that you're getting fucked up in it. Like, I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry. You fucking brainlet. Give me what the fucking inconsistency was. You made the video.
I really like
You made the video. Give me the inconsistency or what you consider to be false information. Are you having a hard time without a script or without people fucking feeding you clips that you can post?
Dude, are you having a hard time pinning me down on something that you can't show my audience? Yes!
What's the name of the guy?
Yes, I'm having a problem with it. It's impossible.
Mr. Oreo.
It's actually impossible to do that. Yeah.
Pretty good, bro. Nobody's fed me anything.
Dude,
I
you're
got all
killing
the clips.
it. You're killing it, dog. Come on.
And Willie's crazy because he doesn't pull clips off of LSF. He watches 8-hour streams to find shit Hassan says. I don't even know how he does it. He's not even paying anybody. He does this in his spare time.
Go ahead. What's the second point? What is the lie that I told about Ukraine?
It's not a lie. It's just you made more claims. You made more basis.
Like what?
Claims.
What is
Willie signed up for the debate? No. Hassan challenged him to the debate, and then Willie wasn't sure if he was going to go on, so everyone called him a pussy. It was literally peer pressure to come on and talk about this, and Hassan still can't navigate it well.
I gotta go pull it up in the video because you didn't
prepare for your own fucking. You didn't prepare where you were literally coming on here to talk about not Israel Palestine, mind you, but about Ukraine, and you didn't even fucking prepare with talking points.
I'll talk
really?
to you about Israel Palestine. That'll be the next point. It's you doing the same thing again. Well, dude, how do you impromptu ask me to a debate this minute? If I had a day to prepare, I would have everything, but you didn't. You just completely you blew this whole
thing up. It's your video about me. These should be so simple for you to be like, this is where you lied. Just say it. We already established the first thing.
You ever see the right opinion try to go on stream and argue? You probably haven't. It doesn't happen very often. Video essay people are terrible at debates. Almost every single one of them is usually horrible in any live setting. Making a script and then reading it in a video is not nearly the same skill set required to engage with it live.
The first thing you did was wrong.
All right, you got to give me a minute.
Okay. Are you trying to link me your video? I'm not going to watch your video. Just say it with your mouth, with your words. Go ahead.
I have to watch my video to see what my receipt is because this is a year old. Right? I didn't know we were. I didn't know.
Dude, you don't even know what the clip was that you showed in your video from last year, bro. Oh my god.
You don't even know your own video.
Dude, holy fuck.
You don't know the contents of your own fucking video?
I made it
Really?
a year ago, bro.
You think you think
I
you're
like how
doing a
this
good
is
job
dub
right
for
now?
you when instead
Do
of
you think
letting
you're
me
doing a good
find the
job right now,
receipt.
defending your position? Like it's
Yeah,
such a
I do.
profound
We're gonna do this for another minute, then we're gonna move on to Mike from PI.
position.
Because I am actually fucking locked in.
It's such a profound position that you don't even fucking remember your own talking points. Oh my lord!
Dude, I'm trying to find your talking point.
This is the
I'm
this
trying
is
to
the
find your talking point.
I know my talking points that you claim.
Okay, so rule number 1 for Ethan, if you're watching, or Ela, thank you so much for the donation earlier. Write it down. You need full quotes written down that you can refer back to. Like that's how you handle this thing. You have an archived clip or a clip associated with it in the Google document that you have on screen in front of you that you're reading. You need direct quotes from Hassan Piker that you can immediately refer to when questioned on certain things. That's your prep. 100%. Because if you can't pull up the direct quote, you can't hold him to it, and he is not going to let you put up anything on screen unless you're restreaming this on your platform, in which case it'll just turn into who's talking over the other person or muting the other person while you're showing your audience a clip his audience will never see.
Are wrong should be, in the chamber for you to fire off. You came on here because you thought, let's have a conversation about these fucking
I mean, this is a huge uphill battle, and it's not because he's like smarter than you.
videos that I've made.
Do instantly right now, right when I was out.
Stop complaining. Give me the talking point.
Dude, he responds. Willie talks back to him. He just yells over, "Stop
Nicholas,
complaining."
The goat.
That's
Thank you for the
crazy,
$5,
dude.
my man.
Do instantly right now, right when I was out.
Stop complaining. Give me the talking points. Come on.
No, look at
Stop.
you shift the goalposts around.
Stop complaining. Tell me what it was. Stop bitching. Tell me what it fucking was. You started the conversation by talking about Ukraine. Why did you bring up Ukraine if you weren't fucking ready to talk about it? Your first point that you brought up was that I never apologized for it. I debunked it within fucking seconds.
Listed out and all the receipts right here, but you said get on now, Willie No Show.
Okay, go ahead. Come on, Willie No Show. Come on. What's the second talking point?
Yelling in my ear while I'm pulling up the receipt.
Willie No Show. Give me the second talking point. If you're not,
So this is basically what you're gonna get this week. I think that's probably a good sample size here.
Nicholas, the goat.
And
Thank
keep
you
in
for the
mind,
$5, my man.
Xander Hall was able to make Willie look worse than this. If you're just chalking up RedTube or L's or whatever, I think Xander Hall gave Willie a better debate than Hassan did, which is crazy. What an awful person. He sounds like a child. He can't stop freaking out and let anyone speak. Yeah, because I think this was supposed to be a 2-minute debate, and then Willie just keeps brute force. Like, Willie is made differently than other people. He'll sit here and let Hassan just fucking rattle on and on and on and on, and he'll be like, all right, next argument. Let me see.
I just saw Keffel's tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Okay, I did just get clarification from Harley Morenstein. I appreciate it. I'll have to move this up in the segment, but he just wanted to clarify that he dropped. Ian and Anisa didn't drop him. He left on his own accord.
Thank you for the $5, my man.
So that is something that he wanted you guys to know. That was just to be, because people are saying, "Oh, is he leaving the fight? Is he not leaving the fight?" Is apparently Dexerto is reporting
what's the name
this.
of the guy?
Dexerto is reporting this as if it's a vague fucking statement. I am not boxing. However, an hour later, he posted 3 cryptic words that sent his followers into a flurry. I am not boxing. So what he means is he dropped out. He 100% dropped the fight on his own accord. Again, I'm not going to speak to any of the other stuff he said unless that's like fair game in public. But if 1% of it is true, things are about to get a whole lot worse.
Nicholas!
And apparently there's an Anisa Jomha video here. 2 hours long. Oh, dude, the edgelord phase. Can we find the Hitler clip? Where's the Hitler clip?
Is experimenting on 10 children to obtain a cure for thousands of kids' lives justified? That's a really hard question.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not a hard... Dude, she got baited. It's like, you ever see like one of those TikToks where they walk up to you and ask if you get kicked out of 300 bars or something like that, is it your fault? Or is it the bar's fault they're kicking you out or something? Or like the cookie anomaly. question or whatever. Like if you bake so many cookies or whatever. Like this is the equivalent, and she got caught on it.
Obtain a cure for thousands of kids' lives justified. That's a really hard question.
Skip to the vegan gains part. Rob, you're in chat, dude. I gotta mod you. Thank you for making good videos.
And I think if people are being 100% honest, they'd give you a different answer than what you're expecting. As terrible as the Holocaust was...
as terrible as the Holocaust... You never want to start a sentence with as terrible as the Holocaust was.
Give you a different answer than what you're expecting. As terrible as the Holocaust was, obviously it was horrendous, and how disgusting the doctor was that did the experiments on people... gay people, handicaps, twins...
Dude, she's like the H3 Snark subreddit, bro. It's like, guys, Jews are not the only ones affected by the Holocaust, okay? I'm getting really upset right now.
I think that's, and obviously, they were obviously Jewish. Or they did it on Jewish people. They found a couple of really groundbreaking discoveries through that experiment.
Can you believe this person thought she should fucking run a charity event? Like, she thought, dude, they saw that they made content cop Tana Mojo and took all of the wrong things away from Tana. They took all the wrong conclusions away. Vegan Gains?
Vegan Gains is, he's a crazed vegan activist known for saying some pretty outlandish stuff.
And when I see babies in a stroller, especially when they're crying, I just want to put my and step on it until it's nothing but and pulp.
Dude, I can't believe this guy just like worked out with Turkey Tom.
The fucking pavement.
Dude, wow. Dude, hold on, man. I just got here. Calm down. We're gonna work this one through.
Honestly, debating this guy could have been a slam dunk for Anisa, but I'm sure you can argue.
You gotta, dude, Vegan Gains is a debate specialist, okay? It's like debating Mr. Girl on like pedophilia.
Already predict how well she did here.
Like they do one thing, they talk one thing, their whole thing is being able to twist you up on arguments.
She
on their one thing.
Basically spends the entire debate prefixing her arguments with, I feel like, not actually going off legit facts she can use against Richard.
I feel like, because I feel like
Now, even though I don't agree with a lot of veganism, I still have to admit that Richard does an incredible job here. He actually brought up sources and could properly debate Anisa, while she fumbles around and—
Yeah, it's like, of course he has sources, dude. He literally does this 24 hours a day. His name is Vegan Gains, dude. You can't just show up and tell him that meat tastes yummy and think you're gonna walk out of the conversation. This guy's seen every fucking counter argument you could possibly think of. It's all he does.
Says loads of nonsense.
He practices getting out of the anything you can think of. He's practiced getting out of that part of the conversation.
At one point, she says she doesn't think society caters to vegan diets, which is hilarious since this bitch frequents California, one of the most vegan states in America.
And that simple fact, which is a fact, and if you want to find studies for that fact, go ahead, but like our society does not cater towards a vegan diet, therefore it's less convenient than a non-vegan diet.
You're arguing against yourself here. So first you claimed that, well, a lot of the reason why vegan populations are healthier than meat eaters is because they're not eating processed garbage, they're not drinking, not smoking, and then you're actually advocating for a lifestyle where you go out and eat junk food and fast food.
She clearly didn't prepare for this and takes—
Yeah, I mean, you can, I don't know why people think, like, there's the chatter, right? The intelligent chatter meme. That thinks that he could just go on and blow out all, like if he was just in the call, dude, he could make the difference. You ever see the clip of is it like a Family Guy thing, right, where his mom is sick and the guy's like, dude, I'm not like a fucking surgeon or anything, but I know if I could just get my fucking hands in there, I could help my mom, bro. It's like, that's the chatter. Who thinks they're like, oh, dude, if I could just get in this fucking phone call right now, I'd totally explain to Vegan Gains why they're so fucking stupid.
all over anger.
It's American Dad, yeah.
Out on Richard, saying he's the aggressive one here.
Okay, well, look, when you're complaining that I'm pointing out logical...
It's like the myth of the intelligent chatter who just comes in and wins every debate.
...fallacies that you're making, that sounds to me like you're uncomfortable with me actually making arguments.
We're good. I'm so at that point. If this is your view of winning, which is talking very aggressively for a period of time, very confident, you've won, man. Like...
Oh, what a coward, dude. Holy shit.
I've made arguments. Well, no, I've made arguments and presented evidence. You haven't. So, yes, I have.
If your view of winning is being a big meanie pants.
Have one on that basis alone.
Well, then there you go.
Okay, so you agree that you don't have any evidence for your claims and your arguments are completely logically inconsistent? Look, if you don't agree on that, I want to continue this conversation. I don't want to misrepresent your views. I actually am interested in having an honest conversation about this.
Yeah, I'm done.
Remember, this is the same chick who tried arguing about the semantics of certain slurs, and thought ISIS isn't real because her Muslim father is too nice a person.
I don't think ISIS exists, because my dad is as Muslim as they come, and he wouldn't hurt a fly.
By this time, many began noticing Anisa's antics, with the group known as Parafax archiving her worst moments. This would lead to YouTube.
Holy shit, dude. Rob, you are a fucking demon. They don't do research like this anymore. Every video essay I watch is like the same Sunny V2 fucking summary video. Rob always has clips I've never fucking seen before. He's not afraid to make a 2-hour video on something. Tons of shit here to look at, dude. Go sub Rob's Media. I'm gonna link him myself now. There's one takeaway from this whole saga. It's that you should go and sub Rob's Media. Oh, you missed the commentary meltdown? Wait, what? Wait, what? Was that in that video? I was looking for that clip. Go back. Where's the Anisa video? Anisa. This is going to be a bitch to edit this segment down, but I probably won't do too much to it. Anisa, Jomha.
Lead to YouTuber Brit.
There's a live streaming nightmare. Is this it?
This is, yeah. Succubus Witch.
Why is she slow now?
Yoko Ono.
Yeah. Oh, dude, imagine making a podcast to talk about how much everybody hates you now.
Shut her damn mouth. On her next stream, she discussed some behind-the-scenes Creator Clash drama. Some guy who had been trying to get involved at the event had a lawyer investigate why it lost money, once again blaming Boblax.
The lawyer used the YouTube video to say that
By the
this
way,
was
I gotta be honest here. I don't... Okay, so this is what happened. Somebody who was working with them thought, hey, there's no way this charity event lost this much money. They clearly stole, right? That was their opinion. I don't think that's the case. I think they're really bad with money, and they spent it all on really stupid shit, right? Like the fucking gala. Like, I think you could find out where all of the money went. I'm sure it's all accounted for. I don't think that they stole it and pocketed funds or anything like that. That's, like, unaccounted for. But people were thinking that. And, like... I don't think they're wrong to inquire. I just don't think it's the case. But if you don't understand what's been going on here and you're like, this event made $1 million last year, how did it lose that much money this year? I don't blame someone for thinking that and investigating it and actually like engaging with the concept of them doing that, because like they kind of deserve to be investigated after everything that happened.
Proof that we were pocketing money. So the point that I was making with that clip that got taken out of context again, or like he just didn't understand what I was saying, is that we were in a shakedown lawsuit, and part of the reason why they thought...
But, like, you deserve to be in that situation. That is something that you absolutely deserved.
...that they could bark up our tree was because commentary YouTubers have no idea what it is to work a normal job.
Dude, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Holy fuck, dude, it's crazy being the only employed person engaging with this.
...alone put on a whole event. Okay? You have no clue.
Yeah, no, you don't either, idiot. That's why you're gonna blow it a second time in fucking 3 events.
You don't even know what it's...
Dude, no wonder they call this idiot influencers. Holy shit, dude. I just said the thing.
It's like to clock in and have someone breathe down your neck.
This is true about Boblax. Yeah, I have to say. If she's focusing specific... Because she's saying commentary YouTubers plural, and I was covering it. But if she's talking about Boblax or whatever, she's probably right.
So don't tell me how much it costs. $100,000 does not even cost 1/4 of the broadcasting fees. So, like, I don't know what crack.
Like, what a confident fucking attitude to talk about an event that lost money after you made $1 million last time for charity.
These, like...
And it was $1 million last time for charity, and you gave everybody bonuses and doubled their salary plus on the day of.
Commentary YouTubers are on, but I want some. No, I know. This is going on. I love how I didn't wear makeup today. I look disgusting as shit. But this will go on every and I don't care. I'm at the point. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Because even when we don't say something, they think we're saying something.
No. Isn't that your whole fucking argument? What? I thought the silence meant something. No fucking way. No fucking way, dude. What? Bro. There's no way. There's no way she just fucking said that. This is literally a polar opposite opinion. Are you fucking kidding me?
Care.
Bro, the fucking silence, dude. The silence is in the room with us.
I don't care anymore. Because even when we don't say something... You
can't have it both ways. Are you fucking serious?
They think we're saying something.
I hate these people so much. Holy shit, dude.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you. Yeah, they're gonna assume shit. So I'm so over it. Like, and I'm over them crying. They cry like they're the victims, bro.
Dude, she's about to ult right now. She said cry, and look at her fucking lips start quivering.
Them crying. They cry like they're the victims, bro. You like made a video like with all these.
She's about to cry. This is insane.
These weird out of pocket.
The minute she said cry, she started to ult.
Assumptions.
Like she's like prepping an ult right now. Her fucking bar is loading up. Face getting red, yeah.
Like, just so out of pocket.
All right, she's composed now.
I don't know. I know a lot of them have never worked a real job. I know that for a fact. And if you have, you worked there for a week and you cried and you quit.
I'm employed in my field using my degree. Thank you very much. Okay. Fuck you.
She continues going on about how hard she worked in the past, which really doesn't matter. Who cares that you worked at Denny's 15 years ago? Because all she does now is take nudes, record for a shitty podcast, and pretend to manage boxing events, which she doesn't even do right. Are people not allowed to question the real reason you lost $250,000 besides blaming it on pirating? This clip went pretty viral online, with some pretty great memes being made from it. However,
wait, what was that?
This clip went pretty viral online, with some
when every gas station in a 50-mile radius is out 6 milligrams zins.
Pretty great memes being made from it. However, there are some other really stupid things she said here. First, she talks about her confronting Rusty Cage at Creator Clash 2 over making a tweet she didn't like.
But you fuckers that are looking at this right now, I know that you would fucking cry if I said something to you in real life. I know you would cry. How do I know? Because I've done it to one of you fuckers in real life, and you have cried.
Is Dark5
you cried in a
Wait, Rusty Cage started sobbing at fucking Creator Clash?
Googling that?
Is that real?
Apologize to me. And you even said that I made you feel like a bitch. And I'm glad that I did, to be honest. Some more people should do that to you.
To me, this sounds like a massive exaggeration.
When Rusty Cage told the story, it was extremely... I imagine. Yeah, I think I remember this. We might have covered this on the channel.
If you're not aware, Rusty Cage isn't even a commentary channel. He makes comedy videos, and occasionally retweets MDE-related stuff.
Yeah, remember when he like made the video that he was killed by a trebuchet in his backyard or something?
All he posts...
Wait, no, that wouldn't have worked. Hold on. No, it wasn't. It was not that. It was what is the thing on the screen?
Commentary channel.
It starts with a G. A guillotine.
He makes comedy videos.
He got killed with a guillotine. Dude, could you imagine he used like a trebuchet and shot himself across his backyard and faked his death?
And occasionally...
Yeah, he like did a thing about guillotining himself.
He tweets MDE-related stuff. All he posted was a photo of people holding Froggy Fresh signs with the caption, "Oh no." Rusty talked about this in our Brandon Buckingham video.
I paid money, I'm on the floor seats, and I see like some shenanigans going down. I take a photo of it, it's just people holding up a sign. It said Froggy did nothing wrong. Like
seemingly innocuous.
Yeah, right. I go to this like after event and Anisa comes up to me. She comes up and says, that tweet was really not cool, and I just apologized. I felt kind of like a bitch. I was like, why the fuck did I apologize? What am I apologizing for? I don't even know this person. That's really not cool. Honestly, Anisa, it was very cool.
So if I took a picture,
Oh my god, dude. She's getting demolished.
if I took a picture of a sign that said Froggy Fresh did nothing wrong, that's kind of an uncool move. That's not cool. But if I'm your friend,
Dude, I can't wait to see how much they pay the anti-Ethan Klein task force that removes all Teddy Fresh wearing people from the crowd.
and I give you a few days notice,
No refund.
Go fight a black guy that's way bigger than you. That's actually a cool move.
iDubbbz would then include the clip of Rusty saying he felt like a bitch with zero context in his Froggy Fresh video, which he responded to later in a podcast he does with Monkey Jones. Here he dives deeper into telling his side of things.
The next day, there was a party where all these, fake YouTube celebrities toot their own horns about how cool they are, and they all dress up and whatever, circle jerk. And so I was there. It was a little awkward.
Dude, iDubbbz and Anisa are literal rodents, bro. All right, again, Rob's Media. Jesus Christ, Rob. Half of the stream was Rob's Media today. I'm probably going to sign off tonight. Get to bed at a reasonable time. I think we'll do Deaf Noodles in the next stream. Is there anything else I want to talk about before I leave? Because we've been here for what? Almost 5 hours. Keep watching. Is there anything else here?
I met up with a couple cool people. Dave from Cyanide and Happiness, he was there. He was really chill. And then I was going to the bar to get a drink, and Anisa comes up to me, and she's like, "Hey, I just want to let you know that what you tweeted out was really not cool." And I was like,
So
wait,
she's
what?
joke policing your tweet about calling them the joke police?
Yeah.
I really wish that it was the joke police one, because that would have been the lamest shit. So I was...
Wait, can we talk about how tone deaf it is that he's making fun of people at a YouTube party when there's a video of him saying Creator Clash was for the parties? Yeah, literally.
I was like, what tweet are you talking about? Because I had also tweeted something kind of offensive about Abelina Sabrina. Do you know who that is?
No.
So
Wait, that's the Gus Johnson girl who's the isotopic pregnancy girl. That's not how you... I didn't say that right. And that's going to be a thing now, isn't it? Yeah. The leproscopic pregnancy? Yeah.
It was one of the boxers in the event, and she was getting her ass whooped. And I was like, Sabrina hasn't taken this much abuse since she was with Gus.
What the dude, it's Alex Silverstein, bro. She hasn't taken this much abuse since she was with God. Oh wow.
Oh, that's old.
That's why whenever what's her name? Anisa. Whenever Anisa came up to me and was like, that tweet was not cool, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, yeah, I guess that was a little bit, whatever. That maybe a little bit too far. So I asked, I was like, what tweet? And then she was like, the one that said Froggy Fresh did nothing wrong.
The guy, Keemstar
fucking what?
Nick
Like
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Yo, I had to pass out, but I wanted to say thanks for the content. I'll watch the VOD tomorrow. Hell yeah. I'm going to try to rush this one out.
She's more offended by that than by like the domestic abuse tweet.
Yeah. And so, in the situation, I was kind of taken off guard. I'm in line. I'm about to order. That's the thing. And then she comes up to me. I'm like, I'm sorry. Pretty much in that tone, because it wasn't like, I'm so sorry. It was just like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't.
And like Anissa's like, he cried in front of me.
I don't really know how to respond.
Yeah.
Sorry that my lame tweet really fucking offended you. So she's like, I just want to say it's really not cool, and then walked away. I turned to the bartender. She's looking at me, and then we just kind of both shrug, and I continue to get my tequila.
Said, is this homeless woman harassing you, sir? And you said, no, I'm all right.
He's asking me for heroin.
Rusty then talks about his inclusion in the iDubbbz video.
So, all right, so I'm trying to remember the whole video, but yeah, it's him shitting on everyone, pretty much saying...
Ethan debate on Friday? Yeah, dude, we're going to debate on why fucking Patek Philippe is overrated.
How everyone's like so viciously attacking him and attacking Anisa and talking about like...
Why AP's better.
Nicholas, the
Thank
goat.
you, Russ.
I appreciate that.
And thank you to Hogwatcher as well. And Bo Jiden.
Oh, attacking his masculinity and things like that. At the end of the video, it's...
Dude, the chat is still saying F-topic pregnancy.
Monkeypox?
A topic?
No.
E-topic?
Did your girlfriend use a strap on and give you monkeypox? No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit. So
Dude, Russ just rolls in with no comment, dude. He just slaps it down.
Hell yeah, dude.
No commentary. It's just a clip of me and Brandon Buckingham's.
The exotic pregnancy. Dude, she had an exotic pregnancy, dude. It was like, that's like an Australian pregnancy, dude. If you get pregnant in Australia, it becomes exotic.
Video where I was recounting that same story about, Anisa coming up to me, and then I apologize, but I was like, I don't know why I apologize. And then it cuts to a clip of Froggy Fresh.
Crikey, you got an exotic pregnancy, don't you, laddie?
Saying masculinity totally removed by
like that, dude. Like when Dork Viper AU does 14 pages of wedding vows and impregnates his girlfriend, he's gonna have an exotic pregnancy.
Anisa. So it was a dig at me. I guess they were saying that I got totally gotten emasculated or whatever by Anisa.
That's a stretch and a half. I don't even understand what he thought he was doing there.
It seemed like something that she probably forced.
Can I say something to you, Nick? I really like you.
Why? Dude, there's only one way I could express to you. There's only one way I could express to you how much I love you. And to do that, I must read my scroll of 14 pages worth of wedding vows.
Nicholas!
I vow
as goat. Thank you for the $5.
I vow to treat you as much as well as I treat my essays on why reactors are bad. I will defend you from the reactors who are putting pills in your drinks.
To put in, but yeah, I definitely didn't really get the I wasn't offended by it because it was just confusing. It's like, what the fuck was the point of that?
Yeah. Why is he like he's attacking Rusty Cage out of nowhere when you have nothing to do with any of this?
All this is Anisa trying to seem all tough and intimidating, when all she did was approach Rusty out of nowhere and press him over a tweet. What does she expect him to do? Argue during the middle of a party? The guy honestly seems polite, while Anisa comes across as a crazy bitch. This is further proof.
Yeah, it just seems psychotic. It's like, I never want to concede any ground to you fucking ever if this is the way that you're going to act. Like, it's literally a victory. This is why it goes back to the AB thing. Like, just don't say anything to these people. If you say anything, it can and will be used against you. They're not looking for like a reasonable engagement here.
In this clip.
This is the truth, okay? Ian keeps me on a leash, okay? And I'm
What? Wait, what? Dude, she like, let her be unchained, dude.
okay with that because I need to be on a leash. I need to be on a leash, a tight leash, to be honest, because I am unhinged. I will just say shit.
Here's another clip from that stream I thought was hilarious.
Would Ian do OnlyFans? We've talked about it before. He kind of has. I don't know how much.
What? Wait, what? Wait, I'm sorry.
Do I have?
Wait, what? The fuck? What? Okay, Rob, you were correct. I should continue.
Information I can give, like
Nicholas,
hand
the goat.
cameos.
Thank you for the $5.
I don't want to get in trouble. But I don't know, maybe.
In a different stream, Anisa said that Ian has been the one motivating her to continue doing OnlyFans.
If there's anyone that actually does keep me accountable, it is for like sticking to a job. It is Ian, actually.
Dude, I don't want to sit here and just bash fucking sex work right now. That's not my goal.
I just saw Keffel's tweet.
But can I just be like honest for a second without anyone getting too mad at me?
I know it's not usually the type of content you cover, but have you heard of the angry cops and Buffalo school system stuff?
No, I have not, but I can Google it.
Nicholas!
All right, I gotta be honest with you.
Thank you for the $5, my man.
I think it's extremely rich. In the same stream, she goes on the rant about like about like us not having real jobs and like us never working a job to talk about like sex work like this.
For like sticking to a job, it is Ian.
She's referring to sticking to a job being sex work. So she views like dude. Like the definition of job that we've reached is like taking pictures of yourself in different positions and posting it online. Because it's not like she's doing sex work where it's like she's taking provocative photos and posting them to social media. She's not doing like things with guys or like actual sex act videos, I'm pretty sure. Isn't it just provocative, not naked photos? And that's her definition of work. And then she's out here demanding that like all the other commentary YouTubers work real jobs. It's so crazy to me. I don't even think she's naked. She doesn't even do nude content. In some regard, the OnlyFans hate Anisa gets is wildly overblown, and on other fucking sides of it, it's under criticized. Like it's so weird.
Actually. Okay,
She got topless? I didn't know that. Okay, see, but like either way, my point is like, you guys don't work for a living, and then it's like, dude, I'm sticking to this job of taking pictures of my boobs.
I wanted to quit OF like so early on.
Initially, there was no job thing, no like nude thing, because that was something that Ian pointed out in his video.
And Ian was like, "No, you promised 2 years at least. I'm gonna make you stick to it," and I did, and I mean, I still do it. So.
Ever since this all occurred, Anisa has been doing damage control in order to fend off the commentary bros.
You know, it's interesting because when I did the rant that like got clipped and shared by like a bunch of people, I did that intentionally to be like ranty and interesting and eye-catching and like I did it with the intention of like getting it shared. And it's interesting how like how predictable.
If it's just topless, does it feature Ian's hands? I guess. I don't think she's ever done... I might be wrong here. I don't think she's ever done any, like, actual sex acts before. Maybe, like, he's the cameraman? Is that, like, the extent of it?
That is. I guess. And it's cool. It makes you feel like, okay, like, this is more...
Like, he's a human tripod.
...predictable than, like, you would imagine that it is.
Let's be real here. She did not intend any of these clips to go viral. This was just her releasing her aggression into her own safe space.
It's like the Hassan Piker thing again. It's like, no, I was having a nuanced conversation about like the state of fucking the United States entering foreign locations or whatever. It's like, no, you were raging at Joe Rogan. Like, this isn't some tactical 10,000 IQ play. This is you freaking the fuck out on a live stream.
She's not some smart big brain troll like Sam Hyde. She's a moron who can't close her mouth unless you suck in someone's cock. This meme from Lyrics pretty much sums it all up. Hey guys, look at how retarded I am. Her. Fuck off, retard. Jokes on them, I was only pretending. Only a few days later, Anisa would talk about this on her podcast of Ian, where they once again try to cope.
It's like, I don't know, who are you going to piss off other than like a bunch of incels? Like,
Yeah.
and people who are just already mad at you.
I know.
There it is, dude. Incels, people mad at you, racists, homophobes. Nobody can criticize us because we just fling these straw men up there.
Oh yeah, that's kind of, I was like, sorry.
We're literally taking this fucking straw man all the way to the yellow brick road, dude, to go meet the fucking magical wizard of bullshit.
Like,
whatever.
What are there new people lining up? You know? It's,
By the way, for years, I think it was like until I like started going on Tommy's stream, I thought it was called strong manning. I don't know why I just admitted that, but yeah, I just call it strong manning for like fucking years.
like Pokimane waiting in the wings, like watching your stream.
Yes, for Shelbo, she is. Dude.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not, dude, corn rolls, bro. I'm getting annihilated.
Don't say anything mean about me.
Anyways, more coping would occur in the next episode, after Ian's disastrous appearance on Cold Ones. Basically, Ian filmed a video of his old pals, Max Melfo and Anything for Views.
It's strong arming, right? Strong arming and straw manning. I don't think strong manning is a thing.
It was supposed to be reminiscent of the Cake trilogy, though instead, Ian spent the whole time staring off into the distance and basically adding nothing.
Incels, who is paying for PG-13 OnlyFans photos? Yeah, it's another thing is like, dude, fuck all the incels. Meanwhile, they're my entire viewer base. No self-respecting guy is paying like monthly installments to go see someone who's not even naked.
The top comment reads, "You guys are lucky he could fit you in between his wife's tattoo appointments." This is in reference to the fact that Ian did not show up to Max's wedding, since he had to accompany Anisa to one of her tattoo appointments.
Big Bungee!
As if she doesn't have 50 of those already. In response to...
My favorite Tommy bit is that everything is a red herring. Dude, remember the Tommy arc where he's like, oh, this right here, that's a red herring. You can see it right there. Red herring fallacy. Red herring.
These comments. Ian says that this is an experiment he's been doing to tone down his emotions. This to me isn't true, as he's been like this for the past 2 years now.
So I was like, I think I'll try out. I'll experiment with
Is Big
me
Bungee
being
in chat?
a little bit more.
Does he know?
Or like toned
Thank you,
down
Olivia.
how I would be in real life. That video I recorded with Max and Chad, that is much closer to how I behave in real life.
That's not a good thing. You used to be confident, iDubbbz. You used to eat cake made out of your own hair and review pickles in the sewer. Now you're ranking playground equipment on a political compass and playing with Thanos fidget toys with no energy at all. The last thing I want to touch on here is Anisa's secret Twitter account, where she seems to shit talk quite a lot. I don't have
you can't see what the messages are, but all the replies kind of tell the story.
Any actual screenshots of tweets.
Secret Grease, dude.
But the replies tell us everything we ought to know. So for some context to this first one, Beazle posted a stream clip from a while ago where Ian and Anisa give some brain-dead take about there being no sidewalks in Texas. Dojangles, who a lot of you will know as the wife of Mudahar of Some Ordinary Gamers, then quote tweeted this with, "I walked to a lot of places in different parts of Texas."
God, I was just reminded that Mudahar exists, dude. My existence is worse for it.
Pseudo-intellectualism strikes again.
I did see, like, PewDiePie made a video on Linux today. It's probably like the Super Bowl for him right now.
Anisa apparently saw this tweet and ranted about it, though we're not fully sure. What I am sure of is that a lot of these other posts are just her swinging out.
I still think Jen is based. I have nothing negative to say about Jen until inevitably she takes a shot at me, in which case then I have something negative to say about Jen.
About the hate she gets. These people who follow her constantly shower her of love and support as if she's always—
Thank you for the 20 gifted, goated. You're goated.
Always begging for it. What I don't understand is why she doesn't just do some sort of private Discord server where everyone is vetted. It took me 5 seconds to find all these replies. And now we know she's trying to have a baby, which I honestly didn't want to know. Geez, imagine little greasy goblin babies running around. And then when they get to school, they'll get—
Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh no. Wait, is this why she's mad at— Dude, I'm starting to have a schizo theory right now. I'm becoming a snarker. Holy fuck, dude. So she's making tweets about wanting to have kids? Having a baby definitely takes a village. I'm here to help you in any way. I have a bunch of girl stuff if you need anything. Dude, I don't even have to say it, bro. I'm just wondering. I'm just thoughting right now.
I want to know. Gee.
What does Hila Klein have that Anisa Jomha currently doesn't? A loving family? Hair? Successful business operations? A good stream presence?
Imagine a little greasy goblin baby.
A brain?
He's running around. And then when they get to school, they'll get bullied for having a mom who did OnlyFans. Oh, and as I was editing this, Anisa is seemingly defending Chris Tyson. I mean, this person is saying Chris did nothing wrong. Oh, and here's 2 tweets of Anisa mentioning Shadman, a known lolicon artist. This one is a reply to him. Not a good look.
Your art came to life. How did you do that? It's just like it's just like a child running from a pedophile. Dude, Shadman, your art came to life and it's just like a fucking child sprinting, dude. Dude, the child starts running right out of fucking Chris Tyson's room. Oh god, bro. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh god. And I said Chris Tyson there because Chris Tyson owned the Shadman artwork, for the record. Holy shit, dude. Oh god. Anisa is the scorpion, Ian is the frog, Sam is the body of water they drown in. By the way, I need to make content for VidCon because I'm going to be gone for a full 7 days in June. And I'm planning on recording, I'm going to do like streams that are going to be released. So I don't know when I'm going to tuck these segments in, but in the next month or so, there's going to be some segments that don't get clipped right away. I intend to do the Sam Hyde arc. I want to watch because you have to realize, I got to time these correctly. The week I'm gone, VidCon week, is the week before Creator Clash. So I'm probably going to do the Sam Hyde documentary, and then the iDubbbz response documentary to Sam Hyde, and then release those while I'm on vacation. So when I come back, you're already primed and ready to get into the Creator Clash coverage. That's the play. Because I don't think I've ever I haven't even seen, I think, both of those videos in full. So that'll be cool to check out. And it's a good refresher for why Ian's brain is destroyed.
At the core of it all, my main issues with Anisa—
You should get Harley on to watch it with you. Dude, oh god, that would be funny. That would be funny.
Anisa as a person is her crybaby attitude, reliance on those around her to stay relevant, and worst of all, her ability to not just shut the fuck up.
Don't come back with corn rolls, dude. I won't.
That would change a lot of opinions about her.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably a good watch too. I can't recommend it enough. From what I've seen, it's extremely good. We only kind of watched the very end of it. I don't know what the catastrophe is. Oh, it just says catastrophe. I thought catastrophe, and my brain went to Nerd City. I'm having a really bad day with, like, words today. Catastrophe, dude. That's what they called it when Nerd City freaked out of the discourse. The Discord. Fuck. Oh my god, bro. I'm using Discord. I'm in Discourse VC right now, dude. I'm out of here.